probably open up the book if at least the combat section or intrigue section. Oh, we're live.
I actually did sit there and read the intrigue section, like a bunch.
Quote unquote live.
Can I get another link to the book in Discord, or is
it should be pinned?
It's pinned.
Which channel is it in?
Should be the general one.
Oh no, the cat started again.
Attorney King Robert Baratheon, ruler of the Seven Kingdoms, has declared a tourney and a festival in the great city of King's Landing. All lords and bannermen of the Seven Kingdoms are invited to attend, where there will be feasting, merriment, and great jousts for the finest knights in all the lands to prove their mettle, along with the grand melee to claim the richest prizes offered by the crown. To say nothing of the adoration and cheers of the crowd. That was a pointless sentence. Attend?
But you said the great tourney, King Robert Baratheon held a great tourney at the start, so you know.
Yeah, I know, right?
I caught that shit, motherfucker.
Well, that's what it reads.
Apparently he's a fucking tourney. He himself is a tourney on top of holding a tourney.
It is also not lost on you. This tourney represents an important opportunity for you. Learn all of the latest news and gossip of the court. Meet many men and women who represent the great houses of Westeros. In the years to come, some of these noble folk might be your allies or even liege lords. Others may be your enemies. It pays to know which way the wind is blowing, so the richest one in this tourney may be way more than mere gold. You set out on the long journey to King's Road that will take you southwards to King's Landing itself. What started out as an exciting adventure on a bright summer morning has taken a great turn as a steady drizzle has started to begun? Okay, that's poor. Has begun started to dampen your spirits. Okay. Sorry about that. I misread that for a moment. As much it has satin clothing. Even heavy wool cloaks do only so much to keep out the damp and subsequent chill. There's supposed to be an inn at the crossroad, and you fervently hope so, as a warm fire and some dry clothes and decent food would go a long way towards improving your mood. The caravan that you have aboarded quite a while ago has seen its fare of travel already. As the first person that jumped on this caravan was good old Rayner Pike.
Aye.
So,
I'm from the Iron Islands.
Rayner Pike. So, here is the question. Why are you seeking out this tourney?
Well, I'm coming here with my knight. I'm a squire for him. He's gonna win the whole tournament.
Alright, cool. Is there anything interesting to note about your character? His clothing, maybe his tattoos. Maybe his nose is broken.
Nope. Pretty average. Just a regular bastard from the Iron Islands. Picked up as a boy. My mother was killed. My father took me in. I was raised in the noble court, and that's why I get to squire for this important night.
Alright. The wagon seems to be... The caravan seems to be filled with 3 wagons heading off, each wagon filled with at least 6 peasants looking to get their fill of enjoyment and thrills of the tourney. The next person to fill up the wagon
again.
is, well, that would be Wes, also known as Merzel Terrick.
Yep.
So, you hop on this wagon and you count about 6 peasants, including Reiner Pike, who seems, well, a little bit more equipped, I would assume, in this case. So, how would you describe your character and what is his goal going to King's Landing?
I can't talk right now, my mouth is full.
He's stuffing his face of our rations of the road, the piece of shit.
Urge bread.
Eating all our lobe. Consuming all our dozens of eggs.
I imagine
our bristled tea!
I imagine that's how he enters the fucking wagon, just eating this whole loaf of bread.
He's eating the loaves of bread, cooking the eggs, and messing with the bristled tea.
My stuff, I have a dog guarding all of it.
Ah, that was a good loaf of bread.
So, yeah, is there anything to note about your character? Or,
Well, he's probably about what average height, I would say. Look pretty decent looking young man. And he's wearing heavy, or not heavy, what was it? Hard? Yeah, hard, light leather armor. And got a bit of a sword on his back. He's also on his horse, Bojack. You don't know much about Bojack, but he's definitely a good horse. I guarantee you that. And he's on his way to the tourney because the daughter of the lord he's with, or he's on retainer for, he's in love with her. But he can't really get her because, well, he's just a peasant, basically. Just some guy. So he's going to try and earn recognition so he can get land. Hopefully one day marry her.
the caravan is quite quickly joined by another wagon that seems to be well filled with only 2 people and a dog. So, Chris, if you would go first.
Yeah, you see on that wagon, there's a man, sitting there kind of, he's just sitting there and he's kind of like, sort of directing traffic for, looking at the map that they've got, just kind of directing how it's, moving along the road. This man is, fucking cat. This man is, he's lean, and he's got dirty blonde hair. And his most distinctive feature, is if you come around, and you look, sort of on the right side of him, his face is heavily scarred, and he looks like he even might be missing part of his ear.
Alright. Does he have a goal? Oh. I mean, I know what the goal is, but...
Yeah. Oh, motherfucker. Happened again.
What?
Fun fact, my button for the push to talk, if I hit W while I'm holding it, it closes the internet. It just fucking closed Roll20 again. I'm just gonna turn off push to talk. Just hope the cat is just not gonna be an asshole.
So I think it's a little too young to be an ass.
Nah.
We can just
Considering what's happened to it, I think it's.
Yeah, we'll just say
fine.
that there's a cat following the caravan somewhere.
We can just roleplay it at that it's the dog.
What the fuck is with that dog?
It's fine, dude.
Nah, you're good. But if you asked him, if you asked him, you know, his goal is to do whatever he can for the house he serves.
Oh, alright. Lucas
You have to
Walter.
prod him a bit more if you want anything more than that. He's been very recluse about it.
You're the owner of this particular wagon.
No, I'm not.
Well, Lucas Walker.
Lucas is.
Yes, Lucas Walker is a man wearing his proudly, maybe with a couple dents. He rides at the head of the wagon, but on a actual horse named Mamel, who is a Garian. Who, if you don't know what a Garian is, it's basically if a horse were to meet a mountain goat, that's what the horse is.
It's the horse from Skyrim, except without the propensity to try and pulverize whatever the hell's assailing you.
Besides that, he is a man that looks to be a scarred veteran. Certainly holds himself as if he knows how to fight and is expecting one at any moment. To King's Landing to beat, because he heard he get the opportunity to legally beat the crap out of people for no reason and get paid for it. And also to sell his goods and find a new job at a new, fully better off house.
Alright. Well, there you are. In the middle of the journey. Traveling towards this inn as your clothes and gear has seen their use in this rain. A shiver not related to the rainy chill passes through you as a murder of crows takes wing, caving and squawking from along the road ahead, overlaying the damp smell of leaves in the stench of death, waffling towards you in the wind.
Really does sound like a bird.
Yeah, so
Well, you can
it's
just
it's
imagine
added
the-
ambiance. It's some added ambiance, guys.
Yeah, you can just imagine that's the freaking
Fucking cat.
crows in the fucking trees.
I'm giving you guys some added ambiance.
As
It adds to the immersion.
as the caravan
Yes, sure.
halts for a moment. Along the road, in the shadowed gully, the bodies lay. 3 men. Although one of them is barely more than a boy, they're still clothed in a little more than their undergarments and a layer of mud and blood, and their wounds bear witness to the fight before they fight. Whoever killed them must have stripped them of all of their goods before dumping their bodies alongside the road, and their dark-eyed sockets eaten out by the crows bear mute testimony of the evils of men.
Reiner begins to ride towards them, but
Yeah.
is immediately called back by his knight that he serves. that he's
Yeah,
4 hours for.
I slow up the caravan, and you know, I look over to Lucas. Think there are any survivors?
If there are, they're far from here.
Well, I'm gonna go check them out. Might be something to identify them at the very least. 4 sods.
With you.
And I get off of the caravan and I wander over to the corpses.
I'm gonna ride over on my horse, see what's going on.
It seems that the rest of the caravan is slowed down or, halted completely as they're taking a look, but not reacting too much.
Just
How
to
recent-
diagnose the injury.
That's,
How recent does all this look?
you're supposed to give me a cunning test of an easy. variety.
There.
Okay, I assume that's more than
Yeah.
2 degrees of success.
Yeah, I rolled a treat injury because I was rolling diagnose specifically. I wanted to try and identify what had killed them, but
Rust stains on their clothing show all of the men's once wore armor, although it is nowhere to be seen. Even their boots have been taken. From the condition of their bodies, they cannot have been dead more than a day or so. The older men's hands are closed and their arms are developed such that it is clear that they were knights. The young man among them perhaps a squire.
they must have been heading for the tourney. Whoever got him ambushed them. Didn't even give him a chance.
Perhaps we should be careful on the road ahead.
Certainly so. Whatever did them in certainly had the strength to take down a knight.
As you're looking upon them, a little...
The night that
Memento, I'll give you right back.
the night that Reiner is squiring for scoffs at the statement that it could take down a knight. And he's like, not a true knight.
As you're investigating over their bodies, you see that the young man is coughing up blood, as he is severely wounded. However, he is dying.
Right, I'm back.
So Chris,
The young man's alive.
the young man is still clinging to life. He's severely wounded, however, he is dying. His gut wound is already badly infested, and he has lost too much blood.
I get off my horse and come up to him, kneel, and ask, what happened here? Who attacked you?
My master and a fellow knight were traveling towards King Landing for the journey. Late in the evening, we were set upon some bandits, a group of 4 rough-looking men who attacked from an ambush. The men must have been sellswords or former soldiers, as they were well armed and did not fight like brigands. They unhorsed both of our knights and slew them in a quick fashion.
I see. I'm sorry, but I don't think we'd be able to do much for you. I look at the others and see if...
Does anyone have Milk of the Puppy?
I don't even think Milk of the Poppy's gonna help him right now.
No, but it
Judging by his
would
wounds.
settle his wounds. It would settle his mind.
I recommend just giving him a quick coup de grace. You knights are big. You fancy knights are big on that, aren't you?
No knight, at least not yet.
Knight's death.
Reiner's
look at the,
knight
yeah,
walks
look at
over
the
with his
squire.
spear and just spears him straight in the throat.
Oh, I was gonna ask him something before you did that. Fuck.
Brutal.
I mean, there's, ending him,
told him to,
with
so.
dignity, and then
I was
let's throw a
thinking
spear in
more,
his throat.
I was thinking more of let's just get a dagger and then slit his throat in a way that he dies painlessly. But I mean, if you want to completely ruin his what remains of his facial features, good on you.
Damn, I was gonna ask
Speared-
one
he
more
speared
question.
him in the throat.
I was
so
gonna ask him a
not-
question. I was gonna ask him if the people who attacked them, if they had any identifying, if they had any identifiers, like scars or something to identify them. So, we could have something to look out for on the road, but never mind. Fuck.
Reiner looks horrified at the squire on the ground that his knight just stabbed.
Yes.
So is my character, actually.
He
Not
dies
used
in
to
a
this.
quite a quick fashion as you stab through his throat with a damn spear.
God
That was
damn.
his knight. It wasn't Reiner. Reiner wouldn't do something like that.
That's you anyway.
Good job,
so.
Sir Knight. That was a very
Yeah.
honorable, clean kill.
He's already ridden off.
What I'll do is I'll get up and I'll say a prayer for the 7 for
Yeah,
the 3 of them.
I also whisper a prayer silently, while I'm kneeling above his body, and
Yeah.
my hands are
Right.
actually kind of shaking after just witnessing some
Do
guy
they-
just get absolutely murdered.
Do they have any sigils on them? Like, do we know what house they're from?
No,
They were stripped naked. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's
Did he have an accent that we understood?
It seems to be just from Westeros. You would assume maybe down south a little.
So like Old Town, High Garden.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Not anywhere I've ever heard. I don't like that accent.
well.
be on
We
the
got
lookout.
ourselves a particularly interesting little situation here.
Indeed.
We got several individuals, probably, who have enough skill to unseat a few knights and slay them.
Anybody can unseat a knight with the correct surprise.
Not only that, they were former soldiers. Maybe they were stragglers at the time one of the army rebellion.
Still, you heard what he said. They didn't fight like brigands.
Or they could
They're
just be,
Baratheons men then.
it could just be a couple of knights deciding that they want to get an advantage.
Hedge
I
knights, maybe.
suppose.
Hedge knights, that would make sense.
Well,
Otherwise,
nothing we
they're
can do
beating
for them now.
Actual knights would be a lot harder if you actually know they're coming. I think they probably had some sort of surprise on them. Maybe a little bit of an ambush, maybe.
Wouldn't surprise
Maybe
me.
so. Can't imagine how they could have gotten the drop on them unless maybe they were traveling with them. Maybe they knew let them get too close to their horses.
Well, that's a troubling statement. And he starts looking around at each of you that just joined the caravan.
It's alright, I'm just a
You
sellsword,
and
very
Skylar.
experienced with killing knights. It's okay. You can trust me.
Alright, well, regardless of that, we better keep our eyes out on the road. Still a bit of ways to go before we make it to King's Landing. It's supposed to be an inn not too far from here. If we have a little bit of time, if you've got a spade, I can give him a burial.
I unfortunately do not.
Why would you ever desecrate? Why would you bury a body? The circle of life, man. Some animal's gonna survive off this.
They were knights, they deserve a bit better.
Because it's respectful, and it's required of us who have faith.
I just want to stick around in a place where there's possibly very seasoned killers while you bury bodies that you do not know and will never know. I'm just gonna head with the
Well,
rest
we
of
can
you.
burn them then.
Bye.
That won't take too long.
In this rain, you would think that it's...
Oh, that's right, the rain.
They paid the
We'll
iron
just
price.
leave them for now.
But,
Alright. Well, if you so insist, we can go.
That's when
If
we
you
go
want,
to the
you can put them on the back of the wagon, and we can drop
Wagon?
them off back of the wagon. Yeah.
What is dead will never die.
alright.
Might cause a bit of stir on the road. And there's not any small little towns to my knowledge anywhere near here.
Perhaps we can go inform the innkeeper. Maybe he can send someone out to bury them after the rain.
Think he'd have some way of getting contact to King's Landing before we get there?
Who knows? Perhaps.
Maybe we'll run into a maester and he can send a raven or something.
Well, anyway, I get back on my horse and start heading out with the rest of the caravan.
You guys head off once again, and
Here's what I'll do. I'll get my map and I'll mark like a little spot, estimate of where we're at. and I can tell someone later.
Alright.
So there we go.
You head off there, and it doesn't take a long time of you to travel. As in the distance, the sight of the timber and thatched roof of the inn are welcome in the unpending drizzle. Even more so is the curl of the blue-gray smoke from the fieldstone chimney, speaking to you. A warm hearth and a hopefully some warm food and drink as respite from your travels. As the shadow grows long and you are fatigued from the day's ride, to say nothing of your encounter with the bandits' handiwork way back, you spur yourself onwards towards the inn's muddy yard.
God, I
by
hope
the
there's holes in
7th,
here.
finally some by the 7th, finally some rest.
I haven't had a woman in a while.
Might not have anyone still. There's none in that tavern.
I just want to rest. This has been an interesting day, to say the least.
We look for a place to, kind of, park our caravan, or, stop our caravan, move our wagons, and, stable our horses.
Alright. As I heading you to this map, as you stop by outside of the inn.
One touches my wagon.
Was it the wagon you're worried about, or the tea leaves?
I mean, the tea
Yes.
leaves are in the wagon, so...
So yes, put simply.
But if the wagon were to catch on fire and the tea leaves survived, he'd be a happy beaver.
If I now have to carry 36 pounds of tea leaves.
Why the fuck you
Yeah.
tea leaves?
Because I guess he wants to be a merchant as
Listen, what a man carries to battle.
What a man carries the battle is, I guess his business. Oh, hang on. This is where we're at. Come on, guys.
I mean, everyone just put themselves there, so I just put.
I've been covered by a mongrel.
Yeah, they become inside you. Ugh.
Ew.
Disgusting.
Yay. You must be one of those merry men I hear so much about.
Yep.
I'm not exactly the most merry at the moment, but if you give me some ale, I might be merry.
Well, there's an inn right there. Should find all the ale you're looking for and more.
Buy me ale. Makes me feel better about my life.
Yeah, get the horses stable, the wagon set, and head inside.
Yeah.
Alright. You enter
This is the door. This is the door.
that's like a few doors, I think.
Okay. I'll go through this one.
I go through the window.
I think that's the main door
he
over there.
smashes through the window. What a fucking hero.
Ryder's gonna put the horses in the barn,
No, that's what we said. We did that.
Yeah.
right? But he has 2 horses, so he's gonna spend a little bit more time doing
Yeah,
it.
I get you.
Yeah, you parked him out over there.
We'll put Bojack down.
Yeah, that's where we keep them all. Step inside. What do we see in here?
Alright, let me see there.
We see the oldest man in the universe.
Well,
God
that's a female, but that's the best picture that I can
God.
find.
I call bullshit.
Oh,
That's a
God.
fucking hag raven from Skyrim.
That's scary.
That's
I want to go
terrifying.
back to Essos.
There's an attractive female over there.
A blonde lady. There's a blonde lady, and then there's Grandma Mildred.
He's clearly going for Grandma Mildred.
I want to be farther away from that thing that you call.
What she lacks in appearance, she makes up for in experience.
Yeah, God. No.
Listen, she's had 90 years to perfect the art.
Among
She
you,
doesn't ha- also, she doesn't have any teeth anymore, so she's not a biter. She's a chew.
What is wrong with this group?
Everything.
among you, a couple of peasants come out into the inn and fill it out quite quickly. As the old innkeeper, an old woman, greets you, as her teeth stained from the sour leaf that she's constantly chewing. And she's just chewing it, and then she, welcome.
We'd like
You know.
to stay for the night.
Alright. Let's let me see if they have a price on
Charge all of it to the knight.
And now here comes the intrigue where we bargain. So I have no persuasion to bargain with.
If only we had someone who could persuade.
Yeah.
Only the bard was here.
I was about to say, I can
Too
actually
bad
do
he's
that.
already in King's Landing, living it up.
Living it up.
Yeah.
Fucking living it
No,
up.
actually, Bob Drake, he's one of the peasants.
All the peasants are Bob Drake.
Yeah, no, we see them all super collide into one person in this room.
well, I would assume that the minstrel is here. He was just out of town for a moment. I was just assuming that Holler was muted until now.
I don't think he was.
You might have just not been
Holler is
at the
here.
time. Were you here
Also not
during
muted.
the escapade with the dead knights and Squire?
Yup.
Oh,
My
And
character,
Marcus is-
my character wasn't present due to not being
Okay.
introduced, but I was here.
okay, I get you.
Well, you're there if you want.
I think he wants to be at King's Landing, so.
It would fit since my character.
Hello,
was also from Star
sweetling.
Wars.
Oh god.
Talking to the lady over there.
Anyways, she goes,
Are you
That's-
hitting on Mildred?
that's
No.
that's 3 coppers.
Per person or for everyone?
For a person.
Alright then, sounds fair. I reach in and I give her 3 silver. That should cover about everyone from the caravan,
Yeah,
including the other peasants.
so you go up to the busy servant girl, serving girl, actually. And you notice that she's in her late teens. She brings up food and drink to the guests, and spends the rest of her time cleaning.
My
Yes,
god, I've seen mermaids less pretty than you.
And you come up to her and she giggles at you and says, "Oh my, aren't you handsome?"
Oh, thank you. I've been called many things. Handsome's not usually one of them.
Trust me, Marcus feels the same.
He's gonna continue Ryder's gonna continue flirting with her, like over the course of the night.
Oh my. Don't suppose
Well,
you
don't
would,
worry about it, mate. Nobody calls me handsome anymore.
don't suppose you would be given the little tip over this way?
Just the tip.
I'm gonna selectively use Marcus
Just
for a while.
the tip.
Alright. Well,
Someone
I
tell
grab
me when I come in, but Marcus trying to seduce someone or being seduced is
Oh, well,
disturbing.
he's being seduced.
Yeah, apparently he's
Yeah,
being
still disturbing.
seduced.
I'm
Well,
mute
you know,
Marcus.
it's a fucking, it's a tavern lady. The man's from Pike. They know what they like.
Why no? I just don't want Marcus saying.
You're gonna pay the iron price, sweetheart. Make you one of my salt wives.
Wow. Damn.
Fuck, man, that's a pickup line for the ages.
Iron Islands.
Oddly enough, it doesn't describe how this character should react to a situation.
Well, you gotta roll
Probably not
seduce.
well, you fucking idiot.
Do I have to roll seduce?
Roll seduce versus intrigue defense.
Yeah, yes, you gotta roll the seduce.
Do I have seduce? I don't have that.
Well,
you, can,
that's-
you can roll it without having it.
Yeah, you
don't
just have to
really
roll
Roll
need it.
persuasion if you don't have it.
Yeah, that's persuasion.
What's her? What's it? Well, actually, sorry. What's her will?
More than that.
Well, it's the passive rank. What is it?
Passive 16.
Fuck.
Good God.
She's a willful woman.
And she is.
It's okay. I'm used to being turned down anyway.
That bad.
I mean, I am an ugly motherfucker. I'm like 22 years old and I'm still a squire and I'm from Pike, so it's not really a...
I
That's a fair point.
tap you on the shoulder and I point at my fucking roughed up, scarred face and my missing ear. What the fuck are you talking about, roughed up?
Are you trying to kiss me, you faggot?
No, if I was trying to kiss you, you'd know it.
I don't know much, man.
My character's just chuckling while he's over on the stand.
I'm just sitting in this corner, laughing my ass off at the antics of these men.
These two are hitting on each other, and they're still less disturbing than Marcus trying to play a woman.
Chugs the rest of his ale. Grabs another one.
So, anyways, what brings all you out to this neck of the woods?
I just gotta be a ride along for this faggot over here. Stop saying that word.
So Knight's over there gonna have his feelings hurt.
As for myself, I'm seeking to prove myself as attorney.
Prove yourself, huh?
I believe
gonna
I'm
try
getting
out?
to fight in this one too. Oh, I'm excited to go against you. What are you fighting in? The melee?
No. What would be the challenge for the horse riders again?
The equestrian competition.
Yeah. I'm participating in the equestrian competition, actually.
You're gonna ride around like a little pretty girl. I got it.
You'd be surprised what you could do from on top of...
You'd be surprised how quickly.
I had two slot wives that told me the same thing. They did ride me quite well.
I see you compare yourself to a beast, then. Perhaps it's fitting.
Have you seen these legs?
Slaps his legs. He has huge thighs.
No, I'm referring
Well,
to...
you know what they say about the Islander boys.
Well, that's what they say about my cock too. And he
Grabs onto his voice.
I guess he
I
has
hate to
3
hear what
iron
they say
eyes.
about your brains.
I'm a little short there. That's for damn sure.
Well, Lucas here's gonna take a jab at the old grand melee.
As
Fight
you
your
two
Lucas.
gay it up, the bard comes stage or into the corner and starts singing. There once was a pikesman, oh dear, who looked for his love far and near. But he found not a lass, but instead a man's ass. Turns out the pikesman was queer.
He swings his trident over and points at him.
My character's clapping.
You want to sing that again, little boy?
Okay,
My
so
character's
I'm
laughing
gonna-
and clapping at that performance.
Let's say I'm going over to the bard. Here's a silver.
Thank you, good sir. Now, I believe the pikesman over there wanted an encore.
I'll pay 2 silver for that.
And
He sings it again.
So
Very
weird.
Is there a role for brawl?
Yeah, there's fighting, brawling, which is fist fights.
Started a bar brawl.
Oh,
Them's fighting words.
what's the combat defense of the bard? You might have
sir.
just got
Send my bard.
Good sir, please. This is just an old folk ditty from back home. There's no need for fighting.
He's hitting you, by the way.
Well, I'm pretty sure that he already punched you in the face.
Yeah.
What is your combat defense, Holler?
It's not to like hurt, just to like
10?
send him sprawling.
Oh yeah,
on the
yeah.
floor.
He just knuckled you in the face.
To make him shut the fuck up.
Yeah, how dare you attack my bard? I just paid the man.
Oh, you already owned them already.
I think in this situation we can just ignore the damage for now and just say that
Yeah,
he's lucky.
it wasn't. You know, we're not. Well, I mean,
sir,
here's the-
please.
No, I'm just picturing it like Reiner punches the bard in the face, and then the other dude like fucking slams his whole chest into him and just sends Reiner sprawling on the ground.
Sir, please. If you want to lay into another man, I'm sure your friend is very much willing.
He gets up, pulls out his dagger, puts it to the bard's throat.
Aye. No need for bloodshed here.
Okay, let's.
We're all
not-
friends.
Alright, calm down.
May I ask you put down the dagger? Or at least look down. Where you see the dagger in his hand, but point at a much more vulnerable place.
Oh, I like this one.
A eunuch
too
for
many-
life. I'll take that any day.
He pushes it in a little bit further.
Okay.
So does he.
so
Bleeding
Well,
will kill you from. Bleeding will kill us from both places.
why don't the
I
two of you
place
kiss
I
make
place a
up?
hand on the man from Pike's shoulder. Hey, listen. Too many men worry about knives up at their throats. They never care about the blades down below. Now I can fix the both of you up, but you're never gonna be the same, especially down there. So why don't we knock this off a wee bit?
Tell this bard to shut the fuck up and I will.
Can't you take
I look
a
over.
joke?
I look over at the bard. Hey, listen. I'll pay
There's
you.
a joke and then there's this fucker.
I look at the bard. Hey, listen.
Sounds like
I'll
an
pay you-
ass fuck from the Lannisport anyway.
I raise an eyebrow. Well, my feelings are hurt. I look over at the bar. Hey, listen, I'll pay you 20 silver to just not sing. You can keep writing little bad poetry about him, but I'll pay you 20 just to not sing anything right now.
Sir, you have yourself a deal.
Let's say, mocking down.
I hand over
Ow.
20
Never give
silver
him money.
stags.
And you have the gratitude of the great Zamborini, maker of miracles, teller of truths, and lover of ladies.
Saborini. You
Saborini.
propose, D?
No, it's odd that you mentioned lover of ladies. I have one right for you, and I just take him to Grandma Mildred.
I'm gonna
Have
walk
fun
over
with
and
that.
sit down with the guy who paid him and buy him a drink.
But good sir, I could never
Hey.
atone on your honor by having sex with your wife.
I don't know anybody's names in the game because nobody has their names.
Yeah,
anywhere
I
for
have
me
yet to
see.
actually say my name.
What's your name?
It's Duncan.
There you.
Well met, Duncan.
Ow.
I hate those fucking bards. They never shut up. They can't do anything with their fists. They can only do it with their fucking voices.
The power of words. can
You'll find a
sometimes
bard in just
bring
about
harmony.
every inn, especially down south.
Many of them are pleasant, but these satirical fuckers are just they get on my nerves, you know.
You're from the north, aren't you? Or at least you said your last name was Pike. You're an Iron Islands boy, aren't you?
Yes, sir. I'm an islander. My mother was killed when I was younger. I was raised by one of the nobles in the Iron Islands. He took
Yeah, I'd
me in. That's
imagine
why I'm
you're,
stuck squiring for his damn son here. I've been doing this for 10 years. I don't think I'm ever gonna get out of it.
Yeah, I imagine you're used to skulls. Warrior poets. A bit
Yes.
more common up north.
Beautiful.
Down here, you get more of the satirical out.
Yeah. You get the sound of the waves too against the boats. That's a beautiful music.
I never got a chance to spend too much time down with the docks in Lannisport. Unfortunately.
You're a Lannister man. I've never met a Lannister man with a good head on his shoulders. It's well met, sir. Well met.
Well,
No offense,
to
of
have-
course.
I used to have a prettier face too, but messed around with this wee lad. You know, he's a real short little shit. Used to give him a lot of trouble. Didn't realize he was some popped up lord's son. He sicked his hunting dog on me.
Jesus Christ. Oh well. Pretty faces are overrated anyway. You just gotta take what's yours.
Yeah, nobody stays pretty for long. Well,
That's
unless
the
of
damn
course you're
truth.
fucking Jaime Lannister.
That cock-eating bastard. I hear the women like him as much as the men do.
Probably so, especially with those golden locks of his.
I heard that sister of his is quite the looker, though.
She's set to marry Robert, isn't she? Or has she already?
GM.
Yes, it has happened, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
I believe they got married last year, yeah. Solidify that Lannister and Baratheon houses together.
Yeah, that's shite. Oh, I'm new to the whole intrigue thing they got going on. I started serving Lord Rossby over in the Crown Lands after a tourney bound in Castle Rock.
Really? That's quite a big name.
Yeah,
What do you do for him?
I'm a retainer for one of the knights, Sir Giles, the gluttonous. He's called that because he's a fat fuck.
Yeah, you should see him over here eating by the corner.
Ah, there he is. Haven't seen him the whole damn way. We got lost and ended up traveling on the road with Lucas over there. But yeah, I ended up watching him perform at a tourney and ended up saving his ass. Some other knight, one without a crest on his shield, was trying to do him in with an actual war lance instead of a tourney lance.
Jesus. These
Yeah,
southern
grab the big
tournaments
old-
are so intriguey, I guess. I don't even know what the word for it is. You always have
mostly
some
just-
shite like that happening.
Yeah, too much backstabbing. Well, anyways, saved his ass, grabbed the big old stone and beamed the fat fuck right off his horse.
Beautiful.
He chuckles and clinks the ale glasses together and takes another big swig.
Yeah, he takes a swig as well. He's like, thought it was gonna be into me though. Pulled me right out of the crown. Looked like they were gonna string me up. Then the fat fuck finally realized that war lance that was about to come out of was real. Ended up saving me. Now I'm a sworn sword of sorts.
What's he gonna fight in?
Imagine the grand melee and the joust. Me, I'm just there to watch out for him, although if there's time, I'll have a look-see at that old archery competition.
Very cool, very cool. I'm probably
pointing
gonna
down
fight the
shots.
melee myself.
He pats his trident.
Not very many people down here know how to defend against this beauty.
I imagine not. You might find some people down in Essos who know how to deal with it. The gladiatorial arenas and such.
It's on the ground.
Essos. They don't know how to fight from the backside to the front side.
What? Oh, then you should have no problem with Lucas over there. He's from Essos. What is it, Lucas? Where are you from? Mia? Or some undisputed
Disputed land.
territory or something?
Disputed lands.
Yeah, he's a mercenary apparently from down in Essos.
What's
Get
that
down for
fighting
the
style you
rebellion.
guys have down there?
It doesn't get you killed.
That's a beautiful fighting style. I'd fight alongside you any day. Two oddballs out of your country folk. I like you guys. I guess I'm quite an oddball as well. Because not only do I like ships, but I also like horses.
Yeah, it's quite uncommon, especially for pike folk.
I know a few things about horses, if you are interested in learning.
Yeah, I forgot to ask you. What were you doing? You said equestrian competition you were doing.
That's right.
How experienced of a rider are you?
I would say I'm easily one of the best in all the land. Although
Ah.
I would say I'm quite a level with some of the, let's say, higher up lords, shall we say?
Cocky, aren't you?
You haven't seen me ride yet, have you?
I suppose I will, as soon as we get down to King's Landing. If we get down there, of course. Especially when there's talk of some knights getting ambushed and pulled off their horses.
Yes.
Not talk, but...
Hopefully
Here
I
we
wouldn't
are.
be targeted on mine.
Suppose we should keep an eye out on the roads then.
Hmm.
2 more inns in between here and King's Landing. If we want to make any more stops at those places.
Well, it's
Damn near
good to
hard to
keep
find any
guessing.
good game out here, especially, since it's the King's Wood. Damn big problem for finding food. Or at least food that you're allowed to hunt, anyways. Don't know if they got any gamekeepers out here.
What am I, man? I forgot to say, my name is Marcel Tarek.
Marcel Tarek.
Nice to
Where are
meet
you
you,
from?
Marcel.
Where are you from?
I'm from down in Dorne.
Dawn Boy, eh?
Hmm.
Yeah, if there's one thing I know about Dawn, is that they've got some of the finest horses.
Whores and horses, to my knowledge.
I've handled a few of them myself. Trained even a couple.
The horses are the whores.
My god, what do they call them? The sand snakes down there? I hear they're turning into real beauties.
I forgot what they're called.
Oh, the Sand Snakes are
Sand snake.
Oberyn Martell's
Oberyn Martell's
bastards.
bastards.
But what are they called? Dornish Sandsteeds.
God, I hear
Yeah.
women. I hear women down there are more aggressive towards men than anywhere else in the world, and not in the bad way.
Be right back.
Oh,
Just
they
a
can be
second.
quite fierce.
Roleplay.
We're having a lot of roleplay, actually.
Yeah, I mean, if you're even ignoring the people that are talking, people are role playing in the Roll20 chat as well.
Oh, yeah, it's text chat shit.
What a lot!
It's a good little text conversation. And then there's the actual conversation. Whatever works.
Oh, floats your boat.
But anyways, yeah. Yeah, they say those Dornish Sandsteeds can ride for a day and a night without stopping. Is that actually true?
Well, I wouldn't recommend doing it, although I suppose you could.
If there any horse that could run for a long time in that hot-ass desert, I imagine the reputation has to be earned for something.
That indeed is true.
Me, I don't have to worry about any hard weather. At least not down in Lannisport. It's for soft, easy living. A lot of farming.
Soft and easy is not something we find on the Iron Islands. I'm a
Imagine
little
not.
jealous, I can't say.
I'd imagine not, Although, to be fair, I wasn't exactly doing too much soft living. I was working for this meadery. It's a special little place. They used to raise bees so they could get their honey. Damn, have a problem, though. Lost a few good people to them. Some about some people that get stung by a bee, you know, they're fine. Some people, though, get stung and they die. Really horrible ways. Never could figure out why. Maester's there said something about people were lacking constitution.
I suppose some people aren't as meant for this. I don't know why
Suppose not. When I signed on with Lord Rossby, actually gave me a bit of time to study with his appointed maester. Let me ask a few questions, just so I can patch myself up if I get myself in a bit of the rough and tumble.
I look at the man that your character came in with to this caravan and say, "What about you? Where are you from again? Essos, was it?"
Yeah, you, Lucas. Come here for a second.
I say to the people I've been texting for the last half hour.
The great Sam Bolini. Love that. Love
Can
the
we
fuck
change
out of
our
that.
names in game so that we can see them?
Did.
Ah,
Did. What can I help you with, Hal? I guess the more appropriate way to say it is, how may I help you, Hal?
Well, our equestrian expert over here wanted to ask you something about where you're from.
The equestrian expert.
What did you say?
Yeah.
That's. Yeah, we don't know your name because you still have it as something dark side.
I introduced it to
I know,
to
but
Chris's character.
it's hard to forget, or it's easy to
What
forget.
was it?
Marcel Tarek.
Marcel. Okay, yeah, because I keep mentally saying Marcella or Marcel instead of Marcel. Marcel. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna make everybody at least available in the character portion.
All right.
Oh, yes, how may I help you, Aquarian expert?
I can't say I know much about the life. I do know a few things about horses.
Say that.
Equestrian, Lucas. Equestrian.
What the fuck are you guys saying? Aquarian?
Oh.
Fancy words. If they mean horse, why don't they just say horse?
I listen. I don't know. I didn't go to fancy lad school. I didn't go to fancy lad school for fancy lad things.
Is anybody here educated in any means?
I can read.
I've read a few things, I suppose. Not the most educated.
What about you, Bard? You schooled?
I know many stories, and I have the spattering of knowledge. For I am the great Samolini.
I'm still trying to figure this out. Are you Bravosi?
I am the great Samolini, keeper of knowledge, juggernaut of justice. And
Okay,
My
yeah, he's
God,
fucking
he
Bravosi.
only talks in riddles.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely fucking Bravosi.
yes, the great Zambolini is from Bravos.
Yeah, so Rossby mentioned down in King's Landing there was some swordsman, first sword of Bravos named Sirio Farrell, who speaks exactly like this. Tart.
Ah, he must be a great man as well then.
He was a ship captain. My father told me stories of him. He was a great captain back in his day.
Yeah, it said excellent sword fighter, and then said he specializes in style water dancing. I was like, what the fuck is water dancing? That doesn't sound like a fighting style.
They're all pretty over there in Bravos.
It is like dancing with a sword.
Have you ever came in contact with
the
one of those
rhythm.
faceless men?
The water dancing, it is like dancing with a sword. You feel the rhythm of the fight. You move
look over.
gentle and flexible like the water. and then you cut your foe down.
Faceless men.
As for the faceless men, how would you know if you had met them?
He like thinks for a second, and you can tell his face is thinking, and he just comes up with absolutely nothing.
See the gears turning and a little bit of smoke coming
No,
out.
it's the monkey with the,
Yeah.
the symbols.
Ting, 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 ting.
When you work for a lord, you hear nothing but talks of assassination. Oh, faceless ones I don't ever hear about. Well, that might
That's
just be because I'm
why-
not from Essos.
Love my job. I don't have to deal with any of these politics or assassinations. I just get paid to kill people.
I think
You
we all
are
get
an
paid to
assassin.
kill people at some point in time. Well, except for the equestrian expert over here, the horse rider. He doesn't have to run anyone down.
Did you say that with air quotes? Did your character say that with air quotes?
Yeah, he's doing hand gestures and shit.
Make fun of the horseman.
Well, I might have to do it one day, if all goes well at this tourney.
Yeah, it'll happen eventually. I'll give you a heads up though. You're gonna want to get prepared for this, especially considering you use that sword, right? You stick people with it. Well, I imagine you haven't killed anyone yet, have you?
No, I haven't, but I practiced.
Yeah,
a
I'm
really
gonna
good
give you a
deal.
heads up. Just a quick heads up. I don't think you might know. Men shit themselves when they die. Get prepared for that.
Well then. I will
That's
be,
why I use a bow. I don't have to be anywhere near the shit smellers.
How close are we to this tournament? I'm getting tired of traveling.
About 2 more ends from here. I'd estimate if we keep our pace up, nothing stops us besides just obviously you gotta stop at the inn. Hard to forage for food out
You
here.
have to stop at any bodies that may be on the side of the road.
Yeah, and if we don't get mugged by brigands and the like, we'd get there in time. I'd estimate maybe we got 2 days. Well, we'd get there and maybe we'd have about like 2 days for the tourney. I think we can arrive early.
Very well.
Reiner grabs the serving wench again, and he asks her, or he puts a silver stag in her hand, and he says,
What's with all of these clowns in here not in my group?
Ah, just local travelers.
Do you hear any bad news lately?
Nothing has happened there over this side of the road.
Well, we just encountered a couple bodies on the way up. No banditry problems here at the inn?
No, not to my knowledge.
Sorry to trouble you, ma'am. I didn't mean to startle you.
Hey, Lass, the owner wouldn't happen to have a raven, would it?
Yes, Kurt.
Yeah, her.
No.
Damn. I was hoping I could get a proper message out quickly. Oh well. Excuse me for a moment. I'm gonna go speak to Giles. I get up from my seat and I walk down over to Giles.
Yep.
Who's over there stuffing his face.
Yeah, he's just stuffing himself.
Yeah, there's Sir Giles. I give him a bow.
He hands you like a piece of food. And invites you to join him.
I take a seat, I take the food that he offers. So how long you been in this inn?
Just came in. Got lost in the woods.
You might want to be careful. Appears as though there might be some brigands out here. Not too far back, we found 2 knights and a squire that were ambushed. pulled off their horses before they even got a chance to fight back, from the looks of it. Stabbed them, took their armor, left them naked for dead.
That's unfortunate. But, I did hear them from Rasmi that there might be some bandits on the way.
Suppose we'll have to keep a lookout. How did you get lost in the woods?
Well, I was hungry and I wanted some food and well, you know how that goes.
Got lost in the woods looking for an elk or some berries.
Yeah, thankfully I had my horse with me.
You didn't eat the horse, did you?
No.
I just rode out the first time of clearing.
Just headed one direction for a while until I just stumbled upon this inn by chance.
Well, you're not too far off from King's Landing, and I have to say that's actually quite lucky. You don't want to do that if you're in the woods. You'll there's a good chance you just might ride further into the woods. But you got off with it. Yeah, beyond that, that's just about all the news that I've been able to pick up on the road. The only thing of note that you need to know about.
Alright.
Yeah, keep an eye out for, any suspicious characters. Apparently, whenever these brigands are, they don't fight like brigands. Might be, might be some experienced sell swords. Thinking travelers are easy pickings. Or hell, might even be a hedge knight down here. Looking to cause trouble. Now, anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna turn in for the day. It's too much traveling.
See you later. I think I'm gonna stay in the scene for a little while.
Yeah, Duncan just he gets up and he goes for one of the rooms he paid for.
Yep.
All right, now you're all free to talk. Not enough of my dumbass speaking.
I also go to my room.
Yep. That's the little second floor if you even.
I go to my cart with my dogs, or just my dog. He's so excited to see me.
Yeah, apparently so. Alright, is anybody else doing anything?
I need to look at Hollow's picture. I need to really get a good zoom in on that. What the fuck am I looking at?
There, all brown and black and covered in hair. He smelled that girl on the summer air. The bear, and the maiden fair.
I love that goddamn picture.
I have to say, it looks like Great Zamboni is just, his picture is telling what's going to happen. He's going to be running out of this inn while people are throwing knives, food, nail at him.
Yes.
And then you just see me in the background waiting for him to get done.
This is future.
So, yeah, is anybody else doing anything in the inn, or does everybody go to sleep
Sleepy time.
for the night?
I'm going to compliment the woman on getting extra tip from the pikeman.
Hence a few more rhymes about pikesmen.
Yeah, she kinda flirts with you too.
I'm a trained mercenary. I don't fall for giving extra money out. Then I'll go sleep in with my mule.
Alright, well, in that case, everybody falls asleep.
the fact that there's some shifty-looking character outside the stable.
He's just a stable boy. You see him walking about and like setting hay bales and like cutting some firewood. As yeah, you guys wake up in the early morning for some breakfast.
Alright.
And
I'm a proper man. I would like bacon. Oh, I think a couple of members of this group may like sausages.
No, bacon's fine. Burnt black.
My coffee.
yep. You know,
So have a seat and wait for breakfast to come around.
yep. It
Back to
doesn't
my corner.
take long until you have eaten some breakfast.
My dog wants breakfast as well.
So, how was sleep?
Was good.
That's good.
Sleep is good.
That's good. No nightmares.
Stopped having those when I was 8.
I get them from time to time. Still remember that damn dog. Ugh.
By the way, you go out and pet him.
He goes out and he pets his dog.
He is an adorable hound.
Lucas just looks around and is like, damn it, he's no longer afraid of Jake. Ruins half my fun.
He's afraid of what now?
Shall we make our way off then?
Yeah. My nighttime helping out's gonna stay a few more days. He got himself lost out in the woods. He's probably starving.
It seems that the caravan itself has come to a halt, so it seems at least for the moment you have to head out for the rest of the way on your own.
Yeah. I look at Reiner. I'm like, look at that man. And I point at Sir Giles. You got half the country starving, and look at him. How is he so fat?
He ate the other half of the country.
In fact, I think he might be the reason why half the country's starving. Yeah, we pull the caravans up front and we get moved. Unless someone else has anything left to do.
Nope.
Alright.
Alright.
Does the innkeeper wish to buy tea leaves?
No, she's just chewing on her sea leaf.
Wired.
Why, madame, these are not ordinary tea leaves. They are all the way from Bravos. These are the best tea leaves you will ever encounter. They
So
are a
you-
steal with only a single silver stag.
So you hop on your own horses and your own wagon and head up.
Completely ignoring.
Well,
No, Mark.
Selling a
Alright, just
pound.
let him try and help himself with tea leaves.
alright. I guess that would be an intrigue in this case. Because she
Yeah,
has
bargain, persuasion, bargain versus
So the bard and the GM know the silver leaves are bought for 4 copper a pound, if memory serves. And yeah, so good luck getting a silver out of it per pound. But
Yeah.
Not only do these tea leaves from Bravos taste sublime, they heal all kinds of ailments. The syphilis, the common cold,
Well,
and even leprosy.
go ahead and roll me bargain, I guess.
That is
bargain.
persuasion?
Yeah, it'd be
Persuasion,
persuasion, bargain versus it would be their
Intrigue, defense, would
empathy. Yeah, it would be their specifically like
fuck.
yeah, it'd be their awareness passive.
Awareness passive.
Yeah, because it's
Alright,
empathy.
she is willing to pay a pound of it.
Yeah.
I told you I could sell them for a silver stag.
Pie a pound of tea leaves for silver.
Yeah.
Milady, this is quite possibly the best purchase you have ever made.
Because that was such a good roll that I don't even care.
No kidding.
So, yeah, you head off
As they leave the inn, I told you I was worth the work.
Yes, you are. Here's 30 pennies.
Much obliged.
Yeah, so we get on the wagons and we get moving.
Yeah.
Do you want an orientation roll or orientation?
No need. That's a road, so you can just follow the road.
Okay, good.
You travel just about a mile away from the inn, along the side of the road, as you see two persons in the middle of the road, blocking the passage.
Oh,
Uh,
hang on. Let me move myself onto the map. Oh, fuck.
No, you're only supposed to see the road.
This is the part where I suck. Okay.
Oh, this is the part where I butcher people.
So yeah, you see the two persons riding on their horses in the middle of the road.
I look over at them. I'm like, "Aye, good morning to you."
As you see the other man with the fancy gear on himself, as he yells out, "Oi! I'm surrender, and you're gonna hand me over all of your coin today."
We're gonna hand over all our coin, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
My good sir, don't do something this foolish. Don't you know who this is? This is the great Sir Jaime Lannister himself.
I pull down.
Surely
I pull
Surely
down my.
you would not be so foolish as to engage a man of the Kingsguard.
I pull down my hood and point at my fucking blonde hair.
You know what? Roll me deception.
Roll deception against. Yeah, it's the passive for this would be empathy, yeah. Or actually, or is intrigue defense, one of the two. Does he believe?
I guess to his what?
His intrigue defense.
Intrigue.
So it's either his intrigue defense or you can roll empathy awareness.
Well, I can tell you that much that that's way beyond degrees of success. So he's like, Jaime Lannister, the Kingslayer.
Yeah, I stand up I stand up on top of the caravan. Yeah, that's right.
Do not call him Kingslayer, you fool. Do not want to make him angry at you.
Are you genuinely thinking you're going to accost me, a member of the King's Guard?
He is
Do not
clearly.
forget that Lannister always pays his debts. And the debt for mugging him would be death.
He is clearly shaken up.
I reach and I grab my bow and I roll an arrow. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do here. And I knock back an arrow and I fire it into the sky. All right, while you're standing right there, that arrow's down right on top of your head. So either you get moving or you stay right there and you let that arrow hit you in the head. Cause I'm done talking.
Let me see if this thing says anything about. Oh, okay.
If you want, I can roll a bow shot for that. Fucking me firing a goddamn arrow directly into the sky, with the intent of letting it drop down right next to the fucker.
Well, he can dodge it because apparently there's this little situation going on. He does bite at you or Jaime Lannister because, well, he's never seen him.
Yeah.
Poor, stupid, uneducated people.
So instead,
Good lord.
as
Yeah, I'm doing that literally to fire an arrow up into the air, like in volley form, to have it come down.
well,
The
he
intent
had
of like, alright, he can. Yeah, the intent of alright, he can either A, move from his current position, or he can let that arrow fall on top of him. But either way, I'm done talking.
alright, well, he has more than enough time to dodge that.
Yeah, that's like literally it was either he moves or he fucking gets hit with the arrow. It's his
But
choice.
apparently in it says that he raises up his hand and he singles up to the forest as you see another arrow fly up and hit the wagon as he's like, you may be Jaime Lannister, but you ain't got nothing on a bow shot. Arrow hitting you in the chest. I suggest that you surrender, especially since you have weaker members over there, as he points to the less muscular party members, also known as the freaking
Right.
minstrel.
Don't you know that it is
Yeah,
foolishness to shoot a Lannister? They are made of gold, and gold cannot be shot.
All right, Sam. Well, that's that's about the most
perfectly
interesting. That's about the most interesting rumor I think I've ever heard about myself. But anyways, if you honestly think you can take me, you can certainly try. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm not just going to kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill your friend. I'm gonna kill your two Nancy boys out in the woods. Then might just hunt down your camp where you're staying. Might kill them too. Your choice, your decision.
Yeah, you know what? It doesn't exactly say about this, but yeah, go ahead and kill me. Give me another persuasion, I guess it would be in this case.
I can use bluff.
Or bluff.
I can use either. Oh, roll a 7.
God damn it.
Is,
Not bad at deception, man.
Is that, I guess, just intrigue again? I think it is.
It would be against this intrigue.
Alright, well, you make it, but
Exact like that.
yeah, well, just go over it by 1 point.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So I got a success.
So he's kind of hesitant and he's like, well,
Is that on a horse?
yeah, he's on a horse,
All right, hang on. 1 second.
but he's like, alright, you can go now. As he whistles and alright boys, back to camp. Let this
Actually, before you go, I got a question. Were you the swords that did those knights in? Back a ways down the roads.
nights in. I have no idea what you're talking about.
There were 2 knights and a squire. Were you the ones that did them in?
Yeah, hold on.
If you were, I must say, good job.
Where is he? There he is. But yeah, he goes, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm gonna.
Sir!
I mean, that beats my or that actually matches my intrigue defense.
Matches mine as well.
I'm checking to see if he's lying.
Yeah, you see he clearly like shaking in his voice, which you assume that he knows what he's talking about.
I thought as much.
My
I'll
lord,
look over it.
surely some hedge knight is not worthy of you blooding your blade.
That's why I'm not gonna bloody my blade. It's been a while since I had some proper archery practice.
Yeah, I'd sure like to kill these. I don't even know what to call them. Bandits, I guess.
Friend, I
Wait,
recommend
man.
you run. If you can outrun him, then you will live.
They're
don't bother
already
to
leaving
fight
because
it.
they're
We
quite
should take care of these guys before our full caravan gets here.
Run,
Yeah, but
quick!
now we have to kill them. They know there's a caravan.
I didn't say that loud. I'm saying that to this guy.
But yeah, you see them kind of retreating because they truly think that well, they have a Jaime Lannister in their hand.
I fire off an arrow at this horse. That'll show it.
I will also fire off an arrow. Just to be
Alright
mad.
then.
What's the the fun fact about a horse is that they get a -2 to their combat defense because they're a large creature. I guess what's its combat defense?
I think they're the same horses as good old Bojack is. So
Okay.
the defense would be 10.
Oh, well, I miss, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, good. I actually got, let's see. Oh, 4 degrees success, and I critted it. Yeah, that horse is gonna fucking die.
Yeah, it's
Just,
it's
I need
gonna.
Yeah. Let me see something.
I believe he needed to make something not to get trampled by the horse, right?
He needs to make a animal handling test of formidable 12, or be sent reeling from the horse, roughly 1d5 yards away.
Well, let's see. Animal handling.
All right, so he manages to, land without hurting himself.
But I'm just gonna say that the horse is gone because I don't
Yeah,
wanna go and do the math on the damage in the horse. But
Well, I can tell you, I got 3, and I just sent its ass straight to the ground.
There is
But,
movement.
with that, they do return hostile.
Good job, Lannister, but guess we'll slaughter some people.
So kind of hoping they run because I cannot do shit in combat and I have 6 health.
I'd hide then. You're in a wagon with us.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do.
Yes.
Fall prone and hide.
I look back at the great Zambolini. He's like, "Oh, word slinger, just stand behind me."
Go get him, Sir Jamie.
You just gotta roll agility.
For some reason, I had that one dude twice.
I like this fucking music.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm back.
Jamie Lannister here just shot so we're fighting.
Yeah, I shot the horse rider, the man who introduced himself as Sir Anders. So we got a knight who is just admitted to killing 2 other knights and also a squire. Well, didn't admit, but I could smell a lie from a mile away. Could even beat my intrigue defense. That's the funny thing.
Fortunately, movement is 4, so it's gonna take us me a long time.
Well, aren't you on a horse? Actually, if you're on a horse, you would have to actually, since it's not a war horse, you would have to actually dismiss.
Yeah.
Dismount, not dismiss.
I ride up. I'm riding up, and then I'm dismounting to fight them properly.
Are you firing an arrow though? You have a bow?
I have a courser. Technically a warhorse.
Yeah,
Can be.
you could use that. Yeah.
What is the movement of a horse?
8 usually.
Huh?
Was it?
Depends what kind of a horse.
Courser.
The one I have, Courser.
Courser? Corsair. Its movement is 8 of a Corsair.
What about a Garon?
Garon? 5.
Oh, well, fuck it. I might as well get off the horse now.
I'm gonna charge at this guy over here when I get my turn, obviously.
Yeah.
So, like, was right here. Yeah, there.
Yep. Well, Lucas, what do you have?
Bow shot come from?
The one that you noticed was from this side.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get off my horse, and then I'm gonna head right over there to go kill whoever dared shot my cart.
Did you charge him?
I don't know. I don't know where they are, so I'm just going up there to find them.
Ah.
Yeah, I think in this case you would be allowed a free awareness
Yeah.
against this passive.
Passive stealth.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, you notice him just behind that tree.
Archer, I'm going to kill you.
Okay, your anus.
Alright, so he landed. Yeah.
Yeah, he landed. He's on his
Alright.
feet.
I draw 2 arrows from my quiver. About to give him the old what for.
Alright. And my roll 20 died for a second.
Alright, what's his combat defense?
Hold on, my roll 20 is still dead.
Alright, take your time.
Take as much time as you need.
Well, my DM screen roll 20 is dead.
Sadness.
Alright, so his combat defense is 7.
Okay. So let's see. So it's 2 degrees on the first one. 5 degrees on the other one. And I critted him. So,
3 degrees of success.
so the first shot dealt 10 damage.
Okay.
You can,
Alright, well, he can't reduce that with injuries. Hell, he can't even take injuries. So he has to take a wound.
yeah, with the other one, Marcus, I deal 20 damage, and he takes 1 injury, because it's a bloody wound. However, if he can't take an injury, he takes another wound.
Well, he is
Can't take
defeated
another wound.
with those
Oh,
2
he
shots.
takes... Okay, so, yeah, I'm choosing to,
So, yeah, you knock your arrows back and you shoot him.
Yeah.
The one arrow hits him straight in the stomach, and the second one hits him straight in the head.
well, actually, I can't choose what I can't choose what I do to him. I'm choosing to hit him in the, I'm choosing to hit him, like, in the hamstring.
Actually, he's not dead, he's just defeated.
Yeah, he's defeated, so because I don't have a vicious weapon, I can't insta-kill him, so... Well, I'm choosing to hit him in the hamstring, so I'm taking the maimed option.
Alright.
So he can't run away now.
So your bird friend takes cover underneath the cart.
That's a smart idea.
Probably for the best.
That 12 is the lowest I've rolled so far.
Well, Reiner. Go?
Reiner?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to figure out like where these dice are coming from and how you guys have like 50 dice. But I'm gonna charge forward on the horse and whip this guy to try to tangle him.
You have a whip?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Dun-da-da,
Fucking Indiana
Well,
Jones.
dun-da-da.
That's a hit.
Okay, so he's now entangled. He can only move 1 yard and takes a -5 penalty to all tests.
Fuck.
He has to spend a greater action and succeed a challenging athletics test or agility test to get out.
Challenging would be a 9, I believe.
Yeah, at the 9. Is that my full turn, or can I strike with my trident now?
It should be a lesser action with the whip. So,
But he did move, which is also a.
But I'm also on my horse, so
Yeah, it still counts though.
Yeah, that's still
Okay.
a lesser, I believe.
yeah,
Right.
it's okay. Hey, you got him. He's not going to be able to get away anytime soon. He's kind of fucked.
They really
Yeah.
all.
He can't do exactly anything. Yeah.
he can move 1 yard. That's it.
And for that big badass guy disabled. That guy got fucked.
Lucas charges into the unknown, where he finds a gang of them that they promptly beat the shit out of them with sticks.
Well,
Marcel, it's your turn.
yeah, we'll see
Yes.
what Marcel does first.
Only thing I can do is go after this guy.
I'm gonna look at the charge action for you, so I can tell you how far you can move with the charge, because it is different.
Yeah, okay. Just so I would like to move, over here and attack this guy.
The guy,
Yeah, so it is. Charging you allows to combine your movement with the tank. You can charge more. Okay, you can charge it twice your movement.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I'm definitely gonna be charging this guy over here.
Yeah, run his ass down.
So what's the roll?
Okay, so with a charge action, you take a minus. You lose 1 dice on the attack, but you increase your weapon's damage by 2. Because you are mounted, you gain a bonus die.
And also because of a specific thing I have, I get.
Okay.
He's also
Oh yeah,
-5.
isn't your horse special? Yeah, so you might actually. Yeah, so you lost the penalty, the charge action. So yeah, there you go. Just increase your damage by 2, gain a bonus die.
Do I have to roll damage for the whip?
No. So let me look at the whip real quickly.
The
believe
damage
it
is
only
damage
dangles.
increased by a
Yeah,
certain amount.
it does
of
damage.
yes.
It does damage, I believe. There's the whip. The whip does. Oh fuck! I'm on the reach section of the book. Scroll all the way back up. The whip. The whip. The whip. Whip. There it is. It does agility -1 for damage. So what's your agility?
Yeah, I have that is my in the thing, but it's my agility is 3.
Yeah. Okay, so you do 2 damage. And if depending on Marcus, what was the guy's what was his combat defense?
3. But
So the
he's,
test isn't supposed to be at -1 then? In the test box for that?
No.
So the damage is
test-
supposed to be at -1.
Okay, so the damage, since it's since you lose 1 for just using a whip, but your agility is 3, so you put your damage in as 2. Do not put your test at -1 because that takes away a dice. That doesn't take away.
Oh.
yeah.
It takes away a bonus die.
So on like the dagger is weapon dagger test 0, damage -2, and agility as the.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, that's what I was wondering.
But your whip does nothing to him with that damage because, well, he's in
He has armor.
So, because here's the thing: is I also get a bonus dice from having long blades.
Yeah.
I don't think that
So-
includes it in the actual attack roll.
Yeah, so the test die on there, those are your the test die are your bonus die.
Okay. So I get 1 bonus, and of course I get the bonus, or
I would imagine that you even get a bonus because he's entangled.
You might. I need to look at the entangling section again.
Rolls nothing but 1. You cut the things that tangle him.
don't jinx it, man.
Friend, let's go together.
Here is the full entangling rules. Oh, blurb.
And of course I get a +1 to my fighting die. So. Okay, here goes, I
This
guess.
fucking music is the weirdest shit.
I don't even have it on, so.
I can't even.
Turn it on for a second. It does not sound like fancy
Does
music.
that hit him?
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, that hits him quite
So
badly.
that would be your full. That'd be about 4 degrees of success, and you also critted him, and that the crit you got inflicts a injury or a wound if they can't take injuries.
Well, wound, because well they can't. So he takes 2 wounds straight off the bat. So you just come in and strike him in the quite so badly that he just falls unconscious with the force of your strike.
And this is why cavalry is
Well, seemingly that these guys have noticed that their friend is gone, so you just hear a lot of running away.
Oh, come back here, you wussies.
Yeah, so I saw him.
And this guy is also gonna run away. For
Run
If I have to
away.
chase- If I have to chase after you, I'm gonna kill you slowly.
Drew, do you want to do this? Considering what happened to your.
He's bloodhounding this poor man.
The map and no father.
yeah, it does.
You can charge it twice your movement, so you might actually be able to charge him.
Should be able to
Might.
catch
That's the
him.
keyword. Might.
How far away is he?
He double moved, so he's all the way
Oh,
up there.
he sprinted.
And now.
Yeah, he's gone.
Well, I can make it.
The question is, are
can
you
you-
really
can you-
gonna
can-
bloodhound him?
Yeah, well,
No, because my character is. Remember, he's
Who is this?
new, so. Yeah, I don't think he would, actually.
my question to ask is, does this make sense for your character? And
No, it
also,
doesn't.
can you see him through that fucking tree line?
Well,
Well, I saw him go this way. So.
you did see him go that way.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, then my question is, okay, does this make sense for your...
No, it doesn't,
Fine.
because he's
Okay,
a
well
new
then,
guy.
yeah.
He does it. This is the first time he's drawn blood.
Yeah, so I'd leave it be at this point.
So,
Alfred, do you really wanna try and bloodhound him? Well, apparently you did shoot him, so that's a hit against his combat defense of 6, so that's at least what the 2 degrees?
So, let's see, 11, 15, so 16. Yeah, 3 degrees, my dude.
Ah, yeah, 3. So yeah, roll.
So what's your agility?
I do 3 damage with the bow.
3 damage
And-
times.
Wait, he also, I think, critted. Marcus, what's his, what's the, person's defense? It was like 6?
6.
Be right back.
Yeah, you critted, so, increase your base damage by 4 before you do the multiplier.
So
Okay, so 7 damage.
7 times 3 is 21.
So do I just shoot him in the back of his head?
well, he takes a wound, so you hit him in the leg and slow him down. Duncan, are you gonna let them go?
I can't fucking see him.
Alright.
Way too far away.
Our minstrel is still hiding, I
What up?
assume.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll sprint down to the knight. That'll be the end of my turn.
Is Reiner still gonna let them go?
Yes. Yeah, I can't really charge through the woods, so.
And Wes, are you gonna let them go? I'll take that as a yes. So this guy is gone, and this guy barely manages to hop off the map.
You'll die of an infection. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm yelling at him. Remember that. Remember this next time you challenge Jaime Lannister.
As the combat comes to a halt.
Yeah, I'll walk over to Sir Anders. Was it?
Yes. Well, that is...
I didn't mean to call you, you pretty boy, JB. I'm sorry, I didn't realise you were in disguise.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Now, listen there, fella. You're in a right pickle now, aren't you?
I think they're conscious if you defeat them.
Yeah, they are. Well, because I chose to maim him, not knock him unconscious. So, he's
yeah,
just in agony.
Yeah, he's just suffering there on the ground, just bleeding out like, you son of a fucking bitch!
Those
Sir
are
Anders?
very nice words.
Zambulini gets
Sir-
up from the cart ground, dusts off his frippery. Did you
Sir
just
Anders-
insult the great Jaime Lannister?
Sir Anders, you stand accused of the murder of 2 knights and 1 squire, and for the act of banditry.
For also being an ass and stupid.
I'm afraid that is not a crime, my friend, or you would be locked up.
It is when Jaime Lannister says it is.
He's clearly kind of scared. As he's just shaking and it's just...
What say you?
It's all you, man. It ain't me.
What did you say?
It ain't me.
What?
I think he said eat me.
Are you
It
implying that the
ain't
great
me.
Sir Jaime Lannister is a cannibal?
He's okay. He said eat me. Is that
No,
what he
he
said?
said it wasn't me. I
Oh,
told-
it ain't me. Alright, listen here, fella. You're not fooling anyone. Yeah, I could smell a lie from a fucking mile away. So let's stop playing these games.
They deserved it.
They deserved it. 2 knights on the road, 1 squire, young little... They didn't deserve that. They didn't deserve to be pulled from their horses, their throats slit and left to rot. That boy didn't deserve to die. You honestly believe that?
He kinda... I think you're supposed to... no.
I look over at, Lucas and Reiner and, the group, and I'm like, what should we do with them?
Well, I hear that they had a camp. I would be very interested in knowing that it is. Dispersing bandits is a good way to make sure the roads are clear. Also, hold on real quick. I'm just gonna check their pockets, and, as you do.
Ah, yes, searching for clues about their whereabouts.
Armor and their clothes.
Yeah, but I look over at this man. If I'm not mistaken, it's been a good while since I've last been near the capital. But the act of banditry, the murder of a knight, another knight and his squire. I'm fairly certain that's punishable by death.
Well, first things first. Let's strip them down and find out where they're from. So I'm just gonna put all their gear and stuff in the
Well,
cart.
there's the one down guy right there, but
Yeah,
Give us a moment before you start pulling people's clothes off and leaving them naked.
They don't have much. They have their armor, they have their weapons, their shields, and their clothes.
All of it can be sold. So for bandits, you don't have much money on you.
Sir Anders, I've got a question. Are you actually a non calling yourself that? Your impersonation is a hefty charge as well.
I ain't worthy of that title anymore.
And no one's questioning
So
that.
an anointed knight slays 2 knights on the road. A young lad resorts to the acts of banditry. You're certainly right. You're not deserving of that title.
Yes, it's just coughing up the blood.
You're hardly gonna survive with a wound like that, are you? I could be kind, I could do something for you, but you gotta do something for me. Where's your camp at? Where are those 2 lads running off to? I know there were 2 of them.
Hold on, does it say? Just over a mile from the inn.
How many others are left?
Ain't many down here anymore.
Exactly how many? Was it just the 2 of them?
The 4 of us. Others left.
I look back at the group. You think those 2 will just disperse after a while?
They'll disperse, or they'll attempt to kill smaller parties.
I think they're gonna die eventually.
I'm far away. After all, they've incurred the wrath of the great Sir James Benson.
God.
I look back down at this knight who, he's. This is a sad situation for him. I shot him in the fucking leg. He's not doing anything knightly anymore. Like fighting is now beyond him.
Be a knight like you until I took an arrow to the leg from the great Jimmy Lannister.
Yeah, no, to rehash that fucking that old meme.
Took an arrow to the knee.
Fucking Sir Jamie Lannister.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, buddy, if you want to tell us how many feel free to. We'll act as your confessors today.
As he kind of laughs at you.
It's always a good idea to meet the gods with a clear mind, a clear conscience.
He's like, to be honest, I did want to go to the tourney and gain my favor back. Before this started.
And why didn't you? Why hang around and rob good folk, good honest folk? Why murder 2 knights? Orders?
Yeah.
What do you mean orders? Someone telling you to come out here and rob people?
It's like, well, I ain't telling you to do that.
Why don't you redeem yourself as a knight, my friend? Tell us why, because if you are here truly on orders, then your honor is intact. It is the honor of your lord that is sullied.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion in this case.
Damn it.
Because it doesn't exactly say that he can reveal this information, but might as well.
I think that's the highest he'll
I
ever
rolled
get.
well.
So he goes like, it was the old fox knight.
I'm gonna roll knowledge, or actually no, it's cunning, because I want to see if I can recall who that is.
Roll that.
Why is that cunning and not knowledge?
So knowledge is education. Actually, that would work too, because knowledge is memory. Oh, sorry, cunning is memory. It's to recall information. If you know, I'm rolling it just because I learned shit from Lord Rossby, so I'm trying to recall it.
Just doing it to see if I've ever heard it, like in the battlefields.
Let me see.
Wow. What the fuck, Holler?
Yeah, I know. I've never seen the blue border before. 2 1s, 2 6s on the 46.
That's very
That's very average, yes. You know, on average, it is average.
Remind me to make you my spy master if I ever become important.
Oh yes.
Hold on, if
And that's a beautiful friendship was started.
what the fuck
Just
is
saying, my
that?
passive deception is 20.
Yeah, spy master in the future. Remember that.
Hold on, I did have him statted out somewhere.
Oh, that was a terrible stealth roll.
You tried to hide behind the wagon, but you step on every stick, twig, and fucking trip over every damn tree
Jake just
root.
stares at you and barks.
Maybe my foreign stealth is not good enough for a spy master. Sad.
Like,
Oh, there he is.
that's 4 times better stealth than I have.
So, yeah, you know with the... It's not too hard to recall that he's the last surviving member of the House Archay. He fought for the Targaryens during the Robert's rebellion and refused to accept King Robert's generous pardon. And you know that he fled to the countryside.
Well, looks like we have a task at our hand. Yeah.
Not one for I mean, to
You
be
served-
fair,
You served the old Fox Knight.
Yeah.
Didn't think I'd ever hear about anything about him. Especially these parts. He's the one that gave you orders to attack civilians. No, the knights.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, what would he want with this?
I don't know. I'm ready. Go ahead.
well, you can go to the grave knowing that you are definitely a dutiful knight. I have to
You know
admit, definitely
You know
love
what?
this.
Hang on. I'm gonna roll something here. Because my vice is that I'm cruel, but I'm gonna roll this to see if I pass a formidable 12. Okay, yeah, he's gonna die.
Yeah,
Question.
Yeah, if I would have rolled a 12, I would have offered to heal him.
yeah, you go in and finish him off.
Yeah. I
What do you
retrieve
do?
the air.
With his body.
Well, obviously we're gonna loot the shit out of it, and I'm gonna put everything in the cart to sell because I'm a great merchant.
I retrieve the arrow I volleyed at him because that one should be intact. The other two, though, you
I mean,
made it
if
through
you
his
want-
armor, but I guarantee you they're not going to come out in one piece.
If you want, you can take the arrow that's lodged in my cart.
What is dead may never die.
Ah, well, I assume that you killed this guy too.
Is he unconscious?
Yeah, he's quote-unquote defeated.
I walk over to him, I shake him awake.
It's just like,
Hey, wake up. Battle's over. You lost.
what's going on?
Right,
Your leader is kinda dead.
Commander.
Yeah, he said your camp about a mile from here. Which direction?
That, as he points to the other direction.
Right over there?
Yeah, just north.
Hey, real quick question. Do you know? Do you happen to know where the Fox Knight is, by any chance?
Huh?
Alright. I got a question. What was he armed with, weapon-wise?
A battle axe.
Was
and a
that
hunting
taken
bow.
by, did Lucas just, like, pilfer that off him?
Yeah, I think so.
So he's got, like, no means of, to attack us. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
He's not in
All
very
right.
good condition anyway, considering.
Yeah,
what
he
happened.
was run over by a horse and
He's probably got a few broken bones, actually.
Yeah, so I look at this defeated man, I'm like, alright, see, I'll cut you some slack. Little Sir Anders over there has got me all teary-eyed for some fucking reason, but, I'll cut you some slack. You get yourself up. You run that way. Back down south.
Right.
You run back that way. You start working an honest living. I don't care what that is. You can fucking chop wood till your hips break.
Yeah, this is just like right.
So he runs.
Go now. Come on, horse.
Somehow. Wait, what? He has a horse?
Yeah, he has us a horse.
Yeah, he was knocked flat off his fucking horse.
He's losing that horse. Sorry, buddy.
You gotta stop him before he whistles over his horse.
Yeah, wait a...
He's like, oh, hey, this is my horse.
Wait,
confiscated for the crimes of banditry. Congratulations.
Hey, listen here, buddy. It's either you run back that way, no horse, no weapons, a fresh start, or you honestly fight this man over a fucking horse.
Yeah, he just looks you over with your weapons, so he's just like, alright.
Here you go. Here's 4 silver. Have fun with life.
As he just walks off.
retire to the countryside.
All right.
To, Merchant Co. How much
All
shit
right, we
did
got
get?
what did I'm imagining this Lucas stripped the poor knight.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you strip them, you have mostly unused mail armor. You got a battle axe, a hunting bow, a longsword, a heavy shield, and a morning star and a shield and ring mail. Actually, no, you don't have those. Sorry, no, you didn't defeat him.
All right.
Don't have ring
I,
mail or anything like that?
No, they have mail.
Yeah. I walk over to Sir Anders, and I cross his arms and whatnot. I try to do something nice for him.
What type of the horse?
It doesn't exactly specify, so I assume it's a warhorse. So I'm gonna say that it's the same one that good old.
What's on
Wes has.
what's on Sir Anders' shield?
It's just a basic shield. It doesn't
It's a
have
heavy
any
shield,
markings or anything like that.
Nothing he put on there, like nothing special.
Nah, it's since he's untitled, he doesn't have any like that.
Does he have any identifiers?
No, not really.
Okay. I'm not gonna do the whole head in the bag treatment for him. Have a little bit more respect.
Yeah.
But anyways, it looks like we got bandits about a mile up that way. If we care about that sort of thing, we can head up down there.
I say we
Let's
kill him.
disperse them. Best to disperse them anyway.
It'll do this road some good if they're driven off. That, and maybe we can find more clues about this Fox Knight.
Tonight, there's probably a bounty on him.
Well, if he refused a pardon from Robert Baratheon, and
If only they hadn't agitated the great Sir Jaime Lannister.
and then cause some problems on the road and slay a few. I'd imagine there'd be a pretty penny on him. So I suggest
Cat
we
agrees.
yeah, the cat agrees. Let's get moving then.
Right, yeah.
Okay, Mamel, you will be with the donkey.
So you're gonna head off to the bandit camp or down
Yeah.
the road?
We're gonna head off
Gonna
to the
make a
bandit
quick
camp.
stop
and-
with the bandit camp. Say hello.
Alright, you head off there and you see the one survivor with the fucking arrow in his knee just standing there. You just come in there, I'm not gonna even
Well,
make
actually,
you
we see the dark decay of time because of this fucking black screen. There we go.
But yeah, you see quite a small camp, which is occupied by one dude currently who has an arrow in his knee. As he sees you coming in, he just drops his battle axe and bow.
Well, looks like you're quite the runner.
My arrow. Give me my arrow.
Arias is gonna pull it out.
Phone call.
Going
Yeah.
up to him, just like, okay, I'm here for my arrow.
That dude is just like.
What? It's still in there.
You're gonna wanna have me get it out, or you're gonna pull it out broken.
Have you pull it out later. For now, this is quite a big camp for you, little guy. You mind telling me where your friends are?
Gone. You got him.
There was one more.
I'm counting, let's see. 1, 2, 3, and I actually point out to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tents.
The rest of the group went away a while ago. And there's
At
There you go.
At that ambush, there was one more person. I know there was. He was in the other tree.
And his name is Jaime Lannister.
Everyone's fucking Jaime Lannister these days.
Jamie Lannister wakes up. Hey, I heard you bandits. That's pretty impressive. Wait, what? I didn't kill any bandits.
Fourth person? I have no idea what you're talking about, man.
Fourth.
Okay. That's very interesting. I'm just going to
Let me
take
look
this
at
arrow
my
out now.
intrigue defense. That's exactly 9. So I think I'm gonna roll empathy and see if I can't smell bullshit.
Awareness, right? Yeah.
I smell bullshit.
Yeah, you quite are aware that he might not be telling the truth.
Alright,
Listen.
listen, at some point, we're gonna need to take that arrow out, just, if nothing else, just for your health. Now, that can be incredibly painful, or it can be eased with a bit of milk of the poppy.
If you do
Fine.
the job well, I could use skilled labor.
It's old Corwin down the inn. He probably went there. He seeks out potential targets in there.
Of course he does.
And what about your boss, the Fox Knight? What can you tell us of him?
Oh,
Fox Knight.
Jesus Christ.
Are
What
we
did you
getting-
do to your cat?
Oh no, it's just woke up because
He didn't do anything. His family on the other.
yeah, there's a horror story to be told about that one, but yeah, no, it's right now. It's just in there because it woke up and it's like, hey, I'm in a fucking cage. I don't want to be in here.
no
Oh,
idea
walk
who you're
around.
talking about. I only take orders from Anders.
Does Anders have a tent over here? Which one is it?
That one. As he points to, I don't know, this one.
Okay, thank you.
I notice that you're quite skilled with bow. Are you interested in some minor employment?
You shot me in the leg. You think I'm gonna be walking about in a long time?
So
I used to be an adventurer like you when I took an arrow to the knee.
you to walk around much. I just need you to sit in a cot and moan, and also just make sure goods don't go missing. So in that regard, you with the bow would be great. You just sit in a cot and shoot at people I tell you to shoot.
He's like,
I go and I search the tent of surrenders.
it seems to be just a.
We shot you. That makes you our employee now. That's how it works in the Iron Islands.
I like where it works over there.
Fuck me.
The guy from the Iron Isle. Weird. Like,
I think you shot me through the fucking bone, man.
I'm gonna go poke it. See if it's actually to the bone.
After not finding anything distinguishing, any
No,
misses,
it's
anything
just
like
like
that,
a sleeping bag.
I come over and I look at his leg. I wanna. It's quite obvious that there's a fucking arrow in his leg, but I need to figure out exactly where it's at. So,
See this, man? If you join up with my band, not only do you get tea, but you also get good health care.
Look, man, I think I'm just gonna. If you're gonna let me go, I'm just gonna go back to my home. Alright.
All right. So I look at his
Either
leg.
join
and I
my
try to-
band or I strip you naked, and then
So
like,
I look at his leg and I try to figure out exactly
Listen,
where the
listen.
arrow went through.
You're gonna get one kind of teabag regardless. You might as well join us and get the good kind.
You know what? It doesn't exactly say that they refuse joining outright. But he's under pressure currently, so I would say that make me a persuasion.
Which one is?
I mean, I guess I would do it since I'm trying to get him to join my band.
There is persuasion, intimidate.
Or intimidate.
Yeah, persuasion, intimidate.
You might have actually failed.
Healthcare. Of course I failed. I have very little in persuasion.
Oh, you match him, so he's like...
Yeah, you.
He's a little unsure because he still has like...
Can't someone give him assist on that?
I'm looking on.
Which would be an
I'm
extra
looking at
dice.
his. I'm looking at his leg, Marcus. Where's the? How did the arrow go in? Did it go in through the actual bone, or is it like in some muscle, or?
It's like, it's not quite like through the bone, but it's quite harshly through like the back of the leg, going through.
Nah.
Like, it's like the underneath, like the knee portion, and it hits from like behind.
Okay. Did it go all the way through?
It seems so.
Okay. Okay. So the worst part of this is already past. So I just gotta pull it all the way through to the other side.
Not sure what I'm gonna be use of you with this wound. It's probably gonna fester.
We'll be fine. We have healthcare for this stuff. Just sign on the dotted line.
It's just like...
He's you're not wrong there, buddy. If I don't get that arrow out and that stitched up, you're gonna lose that leg.
Healthcare.
It's like... But he shot me in the leg!
Stop.
You sure do complain a lot. Could have been worse. He could have shot you in the neck. Archer over here is known to do that.
I can follow you at least until my leg is healed.
That works. Now, just so you know, we do have a clause in the contract that says if you steal from me or do anything wrong against me and my band, I am liable to castrate you and then cut off each of your fingers in turn. So don't rob me.
Right,
That's in there, trust me. And I
For show one of my fingers that's cut off.
right. The
Now
name's
I'm,
Wart.
Alright, Wart. First order of business. I'm gonna get that arrow. Second order of business. When we get to the end, you're gonna point out your friend. the one who sizes up your target. Gonna need to have a word with him.
And if he's smart, he will also join our band. We have great contracts.
If he's smart. If not, I think what I'm gonna do, especially for some weaselly fuck like that who you know, gets all buddy with people before he robs them. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull him outside and beat the shit out of him. Unless he's a smart lad.
I'm all for beating the shit out of people.
Corwin is a sellsword, true and true.
Oh, he's my type of guy.
Well, then he should be pretty smart now, isn't he? Now, anyways, I need to get to that leg.
With that healing, you just managed to get it out.
That was a diagnose. That wasn't the actual treat injury.
Ah, okay.
I do actually get a bonus now. So,
They're growing. Animals and a
that's
human.
the treat injury.
Yep, you managed to quite safely pull out the arrow. There seems to be a big wound there, but you managed to close it up.
Yeah. I reach into my pack and I get out my little supplies, my maester supplies, and I get out some milk of the poppy.
Now, if you were really out there, you would use the campfire to close the wound, but hey.
No, I got some stitching. But the first thing I do is I take the little I take a little mortar and I pour it in the mortar and I hold the mortar over the fire just to get the poppy boiling.
Yep.
I'm like, all right, here, drink this.
If you check out the stash over here, you found 24 copper pennies, 87 silver stags, and 4 gold dragons, a shield, a long sword, and that's it.
Alright.
Divide this up, man.
Alright. Now let's actually stitch this up. Do you want me to roll to stitch it up, or?
No need to roll again.
Okay.
Quick, we need to convert all these into dragons so that we can actually split it up.
Well, it's 87 silver, so that would not make it a dragon.
We need to divide them into pennies so we can properly split them up.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna say is that there's 4 dragons plus 87, yes. So roughly 927 silver stags is what we got right there. So dividing that up amongst, let's see, how many others are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Divided by 5. That would come up to about 185 silver stags.
Yay.
Alright. So, here's the question, do you both go back to the inn?
Yeah, we gotta go get that guy.
Yeah, alright.
Try and recruit him.
You go back there as yeah, you just enter back there as you see a figure that was missing in the morning.
Yeah, we pull in the limper, and we point it out. That him.
Yeah.
All right, boy, come here.
This is like looks upon you and he's like, oh fuck.
Come here, boy.
As he's like, as he's still like, he's like, what is up?
Come here. I ain't playing any games. I look over and I see Sir Giles is still here, which he is, just stuffing his fucking face.
Yeah, they seem to be about ready to leave.
Sir Giles, I need to borrow you for a little bit if it's no trouble.
Yeah, and he comes up and it's like, alright, let me just eat this chicken leg.
I like to think he's eating it while he's here.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, what are you doing? Just let me enjoy my hot tea.
Listen,
You ain't gonna
one
be
tea
enjoying
without
shit in a
getting
few
too
seconds. Sir Giles, this lout right here and 3 of his friends ambushed us on the road. They were led up by a man by the name of Sir Anders. He was some knight. They were the ones responsible for the ambushing of that those 2 knights and that squire back there.
Well, the honorable thing would be turning him into the guard, right?
Yeah, that's a bit of ways away, isn't it? There's no small town that we can drop him off at, is there? Just
not
inns.
not along this road.
Well, first things first. Buddy, my friend, you are a sellsword like myself. I know that you would probably keep track of who your boss. So, where exactly would your boss's boss be?
He's like, Anders didn't talk about him too much. He
I'll look
tried to
over
keep
at,
us in the dark.
Yeah, look over at Sir Giles. Apparently, Sir Anders worked for a fellow named
The best of time
The
places
Fox
to
Knights.
talk. Oh, okay.
because he works for the Fox Knight.
Yeah, Fox Knight, eh?
Yeah, he was the one issuing out commands to ambush people on the road, specifically those 2 knights and that squire.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I can take care of this guy.
So, first things first. If you have information of this Fox Knight, I can guarantee your safety and possible future employment.
He's like, the man who, like, stops obviously, like, coughing and sneezing because he, well, doesn't have a cough or sniffles. So he's just like I said, I don't know that much. Just, I didn't hurt anybody. I'm just a sellsword. Let me go.
On one hand, I offer you, in exchange for telling us everything you know, regardless how useful it is, letting you go, and also potential employment. And I offer you giving you to this Sir Giles so that he may devour your soul.
He's just, you just see Sir Giles looking at him and he's eating his chicken and he's like, he does look quite tasty, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's called Sir Giles for his ravenous appetite for violence and mayhem.
Alright, but the guy on the corner goes, alright, the name's Garvin. I just sit here and see the potential marks. Alright, that was my job. I didn't mingle too much with the group.
Well, it's your particular job got the deaths of 2 knights and a squire. So you're in a lot of goddamn trouble.
Yes, so, again,
But-
the same offers apply.
But here's the situation. There's someone else who's a bit more important right now who we're gonna need to deal with at some point. Honor demands it. So, you help us find this Red Fox, Fox Knight, and we'll cut you some slack.
All I know that he's somewhere in this forest here.
Oh, so he's nearby. Well, that makes things easy.
Well, I wouldn't say nearby, but definitely in this forest somewhere.
We would need to know where to look, I imagine.
Right, he only contacts Sir Anders on certain occasions.
Well,
You know how he contacts them?
Probably in private, I don't know.
it might have been a meeting spot that they met at.
It's been quite a
Maybe,
while
yeah.
since I saw Anders go on his own.
For
Is
a
there
day
anything
at a time?
particular about those days when he went off on maybe the
Yeah.
moon looked a certain way. I don't know.
Nah, not particularly. Like I told, I stay here most of the days and spot out potential marks.
A question. How long was he gone?
Like I said, I'm always been here, so I wouldn't know the exact times.
How long was he gone?
Maybe 4 hours, 6,
Okay,
8.
so-
I don't know.
Can I do like a strategy check to see if, like, because I know where the camp is. Can I just like narrow where it possibly could have been?
That would be quite difficult, since you have no direction or anything.
Like making a circle around it, like, oh, 4 hours, 6 hours, okay.
Especially since you don't know how the even contacts were made. Really?
I'm just trying to find an area, that's all.
No. I mean, you can. I guess you could try, but it's gonna be quite a difficult one. And of course, you crit. Well, with that, you would have like a general assumption where they might meet around like a day's worth of travel.
This information, I'm just gonna go to this kind old lady here. Can you tell me in this general direction if there's any nice meeting spots where I may meet a lovely lass in secret?
Oh, sonny boy, this here is nothing but forest.
Lucas.
Clearings of some kind.
Lucas. If it's all the same, I think we can, I think here's what we can do. We'll head down to King's Landing. You know, that's where we need to get going. I'm sure Reiner needs to get his knight there. I gotta get Sir Giles there at some point. We're gonna need to head off and make there anyhow. I think what we can do, however, though, is with Sir Giles' help, we might be able to talk to some of the houses there. Maybe one of them will be willing to give us some more information about the local lands. There's got to be someone there who's got a good lay of the King's Wood.
The problem is, eventually, sooner or later, he's gonna realize Sir Anders is dead and probably leave. Come on,
Yeah.
coming to the tournament with the Fox Knight in tow, you can't say that wouldn't be awesome.
Well, we know one thing about the Fox Knight is that he doesn't exactly like Robert Baratheon, and currently
You know.
he's holding attorney. I don't think he's leaving anytime soon.
Corbin does mention something. You know, now that I think about it now, I think I heard about the guy who's hunting him.
Oh, who might that be?
Let me see if I can recall his name. Let me see.
If there's any incentive, I will definitely feed you to Sir Giles if you fuck up.
Oh, you are just a treat.
Treat. I am a man that does not need to be eaten.
Who could it be? Who is this lucky lad?
Because
The man that we're about. Who's
Could
the
it be the great Zambolini?
Jambolini's been hunting him.
Have you called for the great Zambolini,
Is the great
Arbiter
Zambolini
of
been the
admiration,
one?
breaker of bonds, and lover of ladies?
Puncher of faces.
Punch it off faces.
What can I do for you?
Oh. I'm going to send you out with a hunting dog. How fast could you search this general area?
Out of character, I have no earthly idea. What would that even be of?
a shit ton of time.
An unreasonable amount of time. That's the answer.
That depends. Do you wish to move on from this spot for a year?
Again, this is why I'm, I think it might be a good idea to, at the very least,
I think the man's name was Sir Joris.
Joris,
Joris.
the Knight of Flowers. What trickery is this? Are you lying to us?
Sir Joris of Landseer. I believe that was his name.
Sir Joris of Landseer. And where can... He's at the tourney, isn't he?
No idea.
Sir Giles?
We should go to the tourney.
Yes.
Well, all roads lead right back to King's Landing, now don't they?
Well, Sir Giles, I guess we won't be feeding you a sellsword today, but perhaps tomorrow. Buddy of mine, if you ever hear anything interesting about our band that we might want to know about, I do pay well for information. Just a friendly reminder.
He kind of nods and is like, "Am I free to go?"
Yeah, you're fine.
Pay your
We need
bill.
to get moving down to King's Landing.
Remember to pay your bill, boy.
He kind of nods.
Dwarf, get back in the cart.
Yep. Yeah, you go back to your cart and get on your way towards the next inn. But the time is the game has passed on quite fast and it's kind of late already. So the question is, do you guys want to continue?
Do we want to go to 1 or 2 o'clock Central Standard Time? Or do we want to call it here? That is a good question. I'm open to continuing. But that's up to everyone else.
I mean, I do enjoy playing the Great Zambolini.
Okay, that sounds like a
I'm
vote
good.
for a yes.
I'm also good for finding someone and stripping them naked again.
How is Marcel? How is Marcel on this?
What are we doing again?
He's asking, you want to call it right now, or do you want to continue on? We have many votes for continuing on.
I'm fine going on.
Alright. How's Reiner feel? How's the man with the plan whose name is not Stan? It's Reiner.
Bro?
Silence. That's what I'm talking about. Grog?
Eating up with
No, I
me.
said I'm good.
Oh, okay, yeah, alright, so let's keep going.
Alright.
Let's get to that next in.
Guys, best day ever. I've gotten so much extra stock to sell.
Well,
You go back on the road.
on the road again.
Well,
It's
except
so
without the
great.
pedal music.
Again.
Well, can the great Zambolini sing us the tale of the Dornishman's wife?
He sure can.
Yeah, give it
Listen
to
up.
me.
And he starts singing.
Yeah,
Alright.
there's the Dornishman's wife song.
As you make your way along the King's Road, the sound of branches softly rustling in the breeze. You notice an abundance of crows perch in the trees ahead, and you catch a whiff of a carrion on the wind. As you draw closer, you see that the crows aren't that far from the road. Indeed, it would be a short, safe distance.
Alright.
If you wish to investigate.
Wait, so what exactly did we say?
A flock of crows.
Do they appear to be
Body.
circling something?
No.
You know what they call a flock of crows?
A murder.
Indeed.
Foul.
Wonder what they're doing.
Might be
Perhaps
fresh
there is a
bodies.
motive. Yeah. Perhaps we should go see if anyone died.
What's with everyone dying on the road these days?
I don't know. It's making the road seem dangerous.
I thought Robert's rebellion I thought the whole point of it was to bring safety and security back to the land.
And
Perhaps not for all.
there are so many people that are going to try and be settled, and so many bitter people like this Fox Knight that are going to get themselves killed with others. They're really all inconsiderate.
Oh, here we go. Let's get moving.
Alright, are you gonna check it out or just move on?
I think we'll check it out real quick.
Alright, you'll check it out.
I hate birds.
Imagine you see a log down in Pike.
You happen upon the
Yeah.
butchered corpse of a horse lying in the road around the turn ahead. A cloud of flies rises from it as you approach. The
You guys all
horse's
see
track,
Reiner get visibly emotional.
the horse's tracks show it stumbled from the wooded roadside, coming from the direction of the trees, where the murderers of crows circle cawing as claiming whatever carnage lies below is a sovereign right.
Does the horse look like it has a saddle and shit on it?
It doesn't say, but hold on. Beneath the spot where the crows circle, a pack of half-dozen wolves feast and fight over the recent remains of several men. The largest of back lifts its crimson muzzle, freshly drawn from its innards, a fat man lying cut in the grove, and it snarls warning at any approaching characters.
Well, hopefully that's not the Onion Knight.
It doesn't look like it.
You need to make a animal handling routine 6 test, not to make the horses run away.
Oh, I know someone perfect for this job. And
Holy shit. A routine 6? Oh. Thankfully I'm not riding a horse. I'd be on a wagon, but I guess I'll try. I tried. Guys. I only had 1 dice.
Wait, what was wrong?
we're all making an animal handling check to keep our horses in line from wolves.
No, I don't need to.
Oh, that's right. You have your wicked horse. Of justice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not riding a horse. I'm on a
It's
fucking.
amazing.
Actually, I'm not riding a horse. I'm just guiding a fucking wagon. So
If you want, I now have an extra horse.
it'll run right the fuck away with me on it.
That's a good point. You don't get Mamel. You can't handle Mamel.
No, I think what will happen is Mamel will kick me off and then kick me right in the fucking chest while I'm in midair.
And then eat you.
He'll take my ass to a WWE style main event match.
Yeah. Anyone else not feel like fighting wolves over a dead corpse?
Well, it's like a horse on the ground and a few men
Yeah, I
seem
would.
to be
No
eating
need.
on.
At our current distance, they look like peasants.
Hold on, let me see if it says. Sovereign right, no, fat
Oh,
guy.
I have to say, there's more corpses on the ground here than there are in Essos.
People die in Essos all the time.
Oh, they seem to be camped out, by the way. There seems to be some kind of a camp there.
They
In
never set
Essos.
upon by brigands.
maybe.
But yeah, it's a camp. You check over. The wolves are growling and like howling at you not to approach, as there's just some of them are still eating on the remains.
Can I crack my whip? Let's see if they're gonna run away.
It seems. Give me awareness, by the way. This is something custom, so yeah, just awareness.
I
you
see
know that-
everything.
You notice that these
Holy shit,
wolves,
Zambolini!
these wolves haven't eaten in a long time, so you would assume that they are willing to fight over their meal.
The great Zambolini sees all, and he sees that these wolves are starving.
But as you notice, the camp contains no survivors. The wolves have already mauled the corpses beyond recognitions. The succulent faces went first, and the crows stole the corpses' eyes, even before the wolves arrived. 5 men lie on the ground. Some are scattered about by the wolves' I don't know how to pronounce that, but they're like
Yeah, you
scattered
can
around.
post it. Post that might be able to.
Predations. I think that's it.
Well,
And all appear
Predations.
strongly built. Anyone with the ability to draw conclusions from the corpses, well, you rolled me already awareness, realizes that these men were healthy and strong, likely swordsmen, and they were killed before the wolves even found them, probably without a struggle.
More dead bodies of noblemen.
No,
They don't do too well out here in the woods.
Oh, I think not.
I think it
Oh,
might be
wolves
more of
stayed with
more
Game
handiwork of
Council.
that fox knight.
As you take a look on one of the men's bodies, never mind. It's covered, so you don't see it. So never mind.
anyway, if it's all right with you guys, I would like to kill all these people, kill all these wolves, and then take their pelts, and then.
I am with you on that.
Yeah, I'm thinking we take the pelts and then take the whatever remains of these guys' stuff and sell it.
Zambolini, you think you could sell these as some sort of miracle pelts or something?
Friend,
rare
I can
essence
sell
pelts?
anything as miracle.
Either
All I
rare
see
essence
is
pelts?
the ambush site.
I can, however, do very little against those wolves.
I don't see any wolves.
Hold on.
Can you give us inspiration by one of your songs?
Now that I can do. In fact, I have a nice one about a pikeman.
Yes.
I think you might have said the most regretful thing I think has ever come out of your mouth there.
No. It's great. Sing the song of the pikeman. It will anger him so greatly that he will slaughter these wolves.
Oh boy, oh boy.
The map is loading.
Anyway.
He starts
Perfect. We can-
singing.
Try and hit them in the heads so we can keep their pelts nice.
So that's the map. I'm not gonna bother putting up the bodies, but just imagine that there's 6 bodies. Actually, it was 5 bodies.
Okay, men. For the pelts!
So yeah, you see the
Good old initiative then.
well, are you gonna? Well, I assume that you're gonna, since you said that you want the pelts.
Yeah, they wanna get pelts.
By the way, with that awareness,
Oh yeah.
you did notice that they seem to have like one of the wolves are clearly like stronger than the rest of them. So you would assume that he may or may not be the pack leader.
This one is their alpha,
Oh no, the
their
captain's going
ruler,
again.
their king. He is their Zambolini.
Wait, what? He's the weak one.
No, he is the one that controls the others.
How
This
does
one just
Zambolini
happens to be
work?
strong.
Get him to with him.
Hold on. I really need to take a quick pee.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab myself something to drink and go put some fucking syrup on this shit that I have.
So, be right back. Go ahead and set me initiative.
Yeah, horrible initiative today, or at least from our list combat anyway. You get down to this. I mean, I don't understand why these merchants keep complaining about lack of goods.
My finger!
Fall into our lap.
My finger will never heal!
Zambolini, you still here?
Absolutely.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we take the pelts.
Alright, back.
They're from the
Um,
rare Estos wolves.
I don't think I'm gonna roll for all of them, the initiative, because there's 6 of them.
I'm also... They fight as one.
But
Great,
you
they're a
think
cohesive unit.
you think that this guy, this wolf over here, is the pack leader with the stinky cloud that I gave him, or a slice of bacon?
That one, the one taking a shit. That's their leader.
I wonder if they know that you're hostile, actually.
I mean, they were just growling at us, warning us away, but...
Yeah, they're growling at you not to come any closer. Yeah, and technically you haven't still approached them any closer. So, that's...
I snap my whip at them.
Okay, men. Wait a minute. Formal firing line, men. Prepare your arrows.
You know what? I'm gonna make them roll awareness to see if they realize that you guys are hostile as fuck.
Say hostile as fuck. I say I'm about to deliver loving care.
Alright. Well, I did say that some of them are still eating on their corpses, so I'm gonna make a little secret roll to see how many of them are hostile towards you. Well, you know what, I'm gonna make that 2. So, let me see what this movement. Their movement is 6. Well, I guess it's gonna come over here and try to eat either the minstrel or the Reiner.
Oh no, it went for Zambolini. It's not like the comment it made about its leader.
Well, don't worry, it's going in after the armored Reiner. Does a 7 hit you?
It's exactly my combat defense.
Yeah, it hits you.
Alright, you take amazing 3 damage.
My armor probably blocks that.
Yeah, most
Gale armor.
likely.
It's rating 6, so
Yeah, you ignore all damage.
And this wolf over here comes after Lucas with an 11.
I have a combat defense of 9, but I add 2 to my shield for the shield.
Yes.
That fucking cat.
It barely hits me as well.
Alright, 3 damage.
I have an armor rating of 5, so
Alright. Well, Reiner, you have a wolf next to you.
What's the armor rating of a chainmail? It's 5, right?
5. For me, it's 6, but details.
I'm gonna stab it with both my hands on my trident.
Alright.
Strength, I stab at thee. Oh, devil.
Well, that's more than a hit against his defense of 8.
Do you have any bonus die?
Why would I have a bonus die?
Oh, I don't know. You might have had bonus die for spears.
No,
Okay. Just out of curiosity.
I didn't go into fighting at all.
Oh, okay.
Well, how much damage is that? You get, I believe, no decrease of success since his defense is 8. And you can increase it by
9,
what,
10,
5?
11, 12. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's 13, isn't it?
Jake
Yeah.
demands war.
So,
It's whatever the damage of his trident is, which...
My athletics is 4, and my damage is +1 because I'm using 2 hands.
so... you said 4, so 6? 6?
Let me look up the trident real quickly. Yeah.
Alright, well, the dog can't take any injuries, so it has to take a wound. So it's bleeding. Let's give him that, so I'll remember that he's damaged. And I believe that's all you can do.
The Great Pupolini.
The great Zambolini shall participate in this combat against the vicious wolves by throwing a dagger at one of them.
If you aim, you get a bonus die.
You should pull both of your daggers so that you have one in your offhand as well.
Oh, I have 4 daggers.
Yeah, if you pull both of them, then you can get +1 defense.
Sure, but first of all, I'm going to throw one at one of those. So that would be marksmanship, and you said 1 more die?
You can get a bonus die. The bonus die is like it's a reroll one of your dies. It gives you the higher number.
Yeah, I don't think I need to.
Alright, who
Yeah,
are
the bonus
you?
die did nothing.
Yeah, okay, good.
I'm throwing a
this-
dagger at this guy.
Okay,
Sorry, not at this guy.
okay.
And
So
that is
that's
an athletics check -3 for damage.
No, you threw the dagger, so it's agility. -3.
So it's 6 damage.
alright. 6. Well, it has to take a wound. Otherwise, it's dead.
Quite the mighty blows you're dealing. Alright, so I see that wolf right there, and that wolf right there. I'm gonna draw 2 arrows, and I'm gonna give them the old what for.
Oh my god, I think I've been doing this all wrong. So for damage, if it says athletics, am I supposed to roll athletics?
No,
no.
no. You take your score of athletics. Say, like, what's your athletics? Like 4?
4.
You said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would deal 4 damage from your athletics,
Okay,
and
just
because you're
like-
two-handing your trident,
Oh.
it would add an additional point.
That's...
But
So I
then
was just-
daggers
yeah.
just don't do your damage.
If you don't have very high agility, because daggers are agility-based damage.
Agility and athletics are both 3 for me, so daggers
Well,
can never deal damage for me, can they?
Agility is agility -2.
Daggers? Oh yeah, right. Daggers is damage -2, so they only ever deal 1 damage.
Yeah, in that case, it don't deal damage for you. You can. There are ways to reduce that penalty. The best way is to get stilettos instead. Because
Yeah, unfortunately for now, you're gonna be completely useless in
I'll
combat.
buy you some stiletto daggers.
I mean, his health down went 1, actually. He doesn't have to take a wound.
I'll just sit down and do nothing for the rest of the encounter.
I mean, you might well be better off singing a song at them than try to lure them to asleep or
It's
something.
inspiring us.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do now.
Alright, so there's those 2 wolves. I'm gonna fire arrows at both of them.
Alright, first on the left and then on the right.
Yeah.
This system is kind of weird for combat.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, so one of them I critted. If its defense was like 8, you...
Yeah, 8.
So,
So you crit the boss leader.
okay, so 1 degree of success on one of them. 1 degree of success on the other one. So I dealt 10 damage and... oh wait, hang on, the other one's different. 6, 7... Okay, so 10 damage on this one, 14 damage on this one.
Well, both of them have to take a wound.
Yeah, that'd
To
be the smartest
survive
thing to do
them.
for both. Yeah. So they lost dice to use.
Alright, Marcel.
I'm gonna charge the one I think to be the pack leader.
Fuck! He just flies off screen. Is that wolf gonna op attack his ass?
Well, I can't go around him.
Yeah,
Okay.
technically he can go around him.
So
Sure, it's kind of a banana charge, but oh well.
And I have returned.
Give him
Welcome
the
back.
what for?
Somehow I didn't
Is
miss
there
my
no
turn.
music playing?
Oh, let's put in some battle music.
It was getting eerily quiet.
Alright, there we go.
There we go.
Our bard should be singing a battle song.
Well, this dog can't take another wound, so you just come in, and unfortunately, since it's a dog, I'm pretty sure that you can't defeat, quote unquote, the dog. So
But you can defeat the dog. It's just, you know, if you, the person who says, "Oh yeah, I maimed the," fuck you.
yeah, no.
Yeah, no, fuck you. No, you kill the
So,
wolf.
I think in this case it's safe to say that you just killed the
No,
wolf
no,
straight
Marcus. He forces the wolf to take the black.
Yes. Yes. He's going to the wall.
Oh, is it agility -1 for a
Yeah.
dagger?
Well, it's
Yeah,
knife,
you dealt
not
2
dagger.
damage, Holler.
You know, I really should be singing for you guys. At first I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. Then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get along.
But now you're back.
I just rolled a
From outer
natural
space.
20 on a d6.
I
Holy
just
crap.
walked in to find you
Alright,
with that sad look
the-
upon your face. I should have changed that
describe
stupid
me-
look. I should have made you leave the key.
how you finish off this wolf.
Lunge at me, and then I very skillfully just slice up with my sword, cutting off its head.
Alright. Wolf.
Me.
Let's see. So I said they can move 6. Yes. So they can charge all of you pretty much. But do they want to go after you or Mr. Foolhardy Charger? You guys. And he's gonna go he's gonna go after either Chris or Drew. Well, I did say Chris first.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah, it hits me, definitely.
Alright, that's 3 damage.
Let's see. It did get a degree of success, so I mean, next 2 degrees, so. 3 times 2, 6.
6. Yeah.
So no damage to me.
Alright, let's see. wolf number over there is gonna also roll a 1d2. Well, he's apparently hungry for some Lucas.
Hi.
Bark, bark. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf.
You
Well-
hit me.
3 damage. Did he get any decrease?
What's your
It's,
combat
I
defense?
got a thing of 9. I got combat defense of 9.
No degree of success.
Okay, no. And the last one goes after, well, Wes, since he's the closest one. Also, that was apparently a hidden wolf.
I saw that.
What penalties does he take per? Or does he take my
Uh,
horse?
That's right! A wolf wouldn't reach you quite.
Well, it can attack the horse.
That's what I said. I'm asking about.
Yeah, I guess it has to attack the horse, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it uses the horse's combat defense, which is at a -2 call because the horse is big.
So -2, so 7 against Bojack.
9. Yeah, so he hit the horse.
There we go.
Actually, it didn't. The Bojack has a combat defense of 10.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
the horse desperately dodges out of the way, performing a backflip.
Alright, Reiner.
Alright, I'm gonna stab it again with my trident. Yeah?
Yeah?
Going
Two
at it like a
hands.
fisherman. Alright. Fucking Poseidon over here.
Well, describe me how you finish it off with this
Oh,
trident
you
of yours.
critted it. You critted it.
Alright. Reiner rides over to it on his horse and just comes swinging down with both hands and Poseidon style into the whale, comes just slashing down and impales it between his 2 shoulder blades, and then proceeds to pick it up and hold it above his head before just tossing it over the other side and onto the ground.
Alright.
Well done.
The brutality that wolf faced.
Sambolini, are you gonna... do
Nobody
anything?
goes after my bard, who makes fun of me all the time.
No, he just keeps singing. Oh
Only
no, not
I get
I!
to go after him.
I will survive!
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna allow you to roll persuade to give somebody an extra test dice. If you
Inspiration
want.
dice.
Who wants?
So,
Well, I'm going soon.
Okay, then be persuaded to stay alive.
You want to stay alive, boy.
because otherwise you're gonna be completely useless, so... I'm gonna say that, like, if you get
Oh,
like
to get
that, you
bardic
get like
inspiration.
2 extra dice.
Alright, well,
What?
there's a
Did you
wolf.
just call me useless?
Alright, so
Yes,
there's a wolf just
yes,
kind of
you did.
sitting right in front of me, so
It's true, I'm as useless as tits on a toad.
what's its combat defense? Is 8?
8, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Alright, so 2
I mean, I'm gonna say this much, that he's gonna take a wound.
15 damage.
Ugh. Marcel, you got a wolf trying to gnaw on your horse.
Yep.
The epic tale of battle of 2 animals.
So, do I get a bonus dice or an extra dice, period, from attacking from on top of it?
You get
Hey, Marcus. That,
you get
that
3
wolf that rolled
dice
a
actually
12.
currently.
Marcus, that wolf that rolled a 12 back there, that one was wounded. It only had 2 dice to roll on fighting to bite.
Alright, yeah. Well, doesn't matter since they
Yeah.
didn't do any damage.
It didn't matter.
I
but
just asked
still.
you what the bonus was from. when you were
So
attacking it.
the
No,
of,
because you're currently standing still on horseback, you get an extra +2 to damage, and also because you're fighting an unmounted enemy, you gain a bonus die for fighting Tess.
Okay.
And I'm gonna allow you to take 2 extra bonus dice from Holler's actions.
Well, that puts me really up there. Damn.
Yeah, you come down with the sword and injure it quite badly. Lucas.
I mean, they're so kind to come up to me, so I might as well just, be kind back and lop their head off.
Which one? The one down there?
The one, this one.
Okay, you kill him. You wanna describe how you get him? Just chop off his head?
As I wait again for him to lunge, and I just kind of impale him through as he opens his mouth to bite me, I impale him through the back of his skull.
Well, the wolves realizing that this battle is not going their way since they're half numbers, they're gonna try and run away. So they're gonna double move.
I have opportunity attack.
You do.
Yep. You both do. Chris doesn't really have a melee.
I have a dagger.
Alright, I guess you could quickly swing it with the dagger. Well, apparently it's not moving anywhere with that 16.
Die.
Yeah, he's tries to lunge away, but once again, I assume you chop off his head.
Just as he realizes, oh crap, I just lop off his head, and he still thinks, I need to run.
Alright, this one tries also to run away. Wes, are you gonna try and up attack?
You chop the wolf's
Yeah.
head off, and it just thinks, he's like, I'm flying away, I'm flying. Oh, there's my body.
Oh wait,
Oh,
forgot
I'm
my
dead.
body, better go back.
So I still get the extra 2 dice from
Yeah, you know what, sure. Until the end of
my.
Zambulini's next turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's steal something from 4th edition. Well, I guess you also chop off his head, but a lot more cleanly.
You got a crit.
Yay!
Oh yeah, that would inflict a wound.
Jesus, you have 6 dice?
Yeah, he's
Because
mounted.
Because I get a +1 dice for my Anarcho cohort. I already have 5 in fighting. And I also get, for this instance, 4 bonus dice. And I would usually get 2 just from being on top of a mount.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, do I get mount bonus dice?
Yeah, you should.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, awkward.
Yeah, keep it in mind.
Do I get? You get 2 from being mounted?
Mm-hmm. Unless you charge, in which case you only... Well, I would only get 1. But you
Alright.
you only get the bonus dice... Unless you have, like, a long sword specialty or long blade specialty or something.
Nope.
Or whatever weapon you're using.
Alright,
Well, the specialties from your weapons grant bonus die. Being on horseback and fighting an enemy who's not on horseback grants you a bonus die.
Mm-hmm.
So
alright,
That's something I'll need to keep in mind since I now suddenly found myself with a warhorse.
yeah, we that takes care of all the wolves.
Yeah, and now
You
you
do
just
the
see
job.
the dead horse and the 5 men on the campsite.
Is there a war lance anywhere around?
No.
Can I buy one?
When you...
You look-
buy
In
stuff.
King's Landing, probably.
You
just
look
happen to
out
be
for
missing.
Warlands trader, and you realize that you're in the middle of the forest and there's probably no traders here.
I'm gonna
But
search
I
the.
want one.
I'm gonna search the camp. Any symbols, anything to identify who's here?
That's not good.
Alright. The characters find nothing of value in the bodies or the campsite. Though the killers left behind the victim's swords, the blades show signs of recent use, and one,
I'll be
still in
right back.
its scabbard, is covered with dried blood. This sword has an unusual hilt. Although it isn't made of valuable metal, it has an emblem of a stag. On it is a similar stag of House Baratheon, albeit without the crown.
Oh. Well, we might want to make sure we turn this into the proper authorities.
It seems so. It's the only closest thing we have to an identifier.
I'm sure the king will be very happy to learn that a relative or someone who serves a relative is dead now.
Well, not happy, but...
Knowing?
You may roll me additional awareness, knowledge, or healing, or even warfare.
Warfare!
Alright. You look upon their bodies, and you recognize that these men were slaughtered and did not die fighting. It seems that they were killed during their sleep.
You deal with knights, really, when you get down to it?
That's no way to go.
I mean, they didn't feel any pain.
That's still no way to go. Rather die fighting. Flat on my back when I'm not even expecting it.
This right here, this is an object lesson, as I say, as I put 4 of their swords into the cart. This is why you have a guard always on duty. Isn't that right, Wart?
He's a duty.
You have a sword.
Alright then. We got a closest thing to an identifier.
I don't think I can sell that.
No, I don't think you want to sell that sword. I think we might want to present it to someone at the tourney.
Well, that's another band of knights that aren't going to be in the competition. At this rate, they're not going to be much of a tourney, is there?
No, someone's picking them off left, right, and center, and I think it might have something to do with the Fox Knight.
Perhaps he has more than just one knight under his command. I have to say this, though. Quite the impressive guerrilla warfare, man. Taking out at least a couple, if not a full squad of knights. Therefore, that's quite the dent to any army, really.
Well, anyways, we should get moving. Inn's not too far from here.
Maybe we'll find another suspicious man in the corner that's picking out marks.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, Wart, do you have a sword?
Who?
He's talking to the bandit.
The bandit, the archer bandit that I just have in a cart.
Oh, he has like a battle's axe. So.
Fine. Look, Wart, this is how you do business. You find more stock for free.
Alright. Let me quickly.
Swords of blood.
The rest of the journey continues without further incident. As dusk approaches, the most convenient and safest place to stop for the night is a moderate-sized inn off the King's Road, southeast of Harrenhal, called Dag's Inn. On your journey.
Suppose we could stop here.
I don't know. That place gives me a bad feeling.
I've never been.
Alright, you travel through as you see the building in the distance. Does it have any descriptions?
It was burned by dragon fire during Aegon's conquest of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, maybe not.
It became a dark and ruinous place.
Yeah, that's nothing about it except it's a motorized sized team.
There's also rumor that there's a great tower that a wizard comes from. Quite the...
Hey, I know that picture. And that picture.
Is that Shia LaBeouf?
Sure.
All
Real
right,
life
hold on.
cannibal, Shia LaBeouf.
Alright,
Our mage here is a lot better.
when you arrive, you notice
Okay, Mike.
that there's a kind of a cold air around this inn, as the inn customers look upon you and kind of scoff. As a woman comes up to you.
A woman?
A woman, yes.
A woman?
A lot of people do scoff whenever a woman comes up to me.
You come to see this one come up to you.
Zoom in, get a
And,
better look at her.
It's a fat figure, and comes up to you. A fat woman comes up to you and says, "Ah, welcome to Tags Inn, customers. Can I get you anything? Room and board, it's gonna be 4 copper."
How much for a little bit of company?
Oh god.
I'm a married woman to my wonderful husband here. As he points behind the bar, as he just kind of stares at you with this just cold look. As the
Didn't
rest
say
of the
you,
customers.
I just said in general.
Or
We've been on the
Outback,
road
you could
for-
definitely sell it to him, you know, for the
We've
night.
been on the road for quite a bit, you see.
And a young boy for the Bravasi.
Well, you're welcome to stay here. Just pay up front, and we'll make sure that you are feel welcome here.
Here's 4 copper and an extra 2 as apologies for my friend hitting on your wife, good sir.
Hit on it, that wife.
Let's see, goes back to behind them.
I walk over and
The
I
corner with the
grab
boy that looks like he's brushing his teeth.
I walk over and I take a seat.
As a little time passes, as the maid comes up to you and it's like, "Ah, good sirs, can I get you anything?"
You got the lager.
A lager? Ah,
Yeah,
yes. We might.
Are you
Yeah, have
interested
a-
in buying tea?
I have a mug of that and some chicken.
Alright. Good, Bill, right back, sir. As she goes back and it seems that actually she takes orders from the rest of you. I guess you would have had to roll me survival. It's yeah. I'm not gonna make you roll for each of them, but that would be 2 with that survival.
See if I can't provide assistance.
And,
No,
That's why I rolled the hunt, was to do that.
Oh, okay. I missed it in that case.
I rolled a 15.
Oh,
Okay.
wow,
In
we're on
that
the
case, with
same page.
in that case, with the help of Duncan and Reiner, you managed to get all of them. Some of them, well, not in so great condition, but they're sellable.
How many
May
were
not be
there?
in the best of conditions, but just watch the great Zambolini.
Point. How many did I get?
Just type it as 6. I
Westeros'
also have
most
3
famous Italian.
But
I'm
you
going
just,
Can you go sell this skull? I hand him a wolf skull. Can you go sell that to the barkeep?
like, oh, no.
My friend, I can sell anything.
Keeping
Anything.
one to make into a helmet. Actually, you know what?
Anything's
That's right. Don't sell the skull. I'll make them into helmets, and that'll help me know how. That's how we'll members of my band.
Oh,
He's gonna try and sell it as a fucking as a special cup. The wolf skull.
I mean, if you want, you can try and sell a wolf, one of the prettier wolf pelts. You know, sell it as a rug.
That's a challenge.
how much do you? Sorry,
How much are you asking for this?
I honestly don't know. In character, how much would a wolf pelt be worth?
Depending on the quality. These are not well-fed wolves, so I would imagine that it's not exactly like in great. You might be able to get some silver out of it.
Well,
Definitely.
The fedness of the wolf is not exactly going to affect the pelt. It's more of how well
Yeah.
they were
I
cut
mean,
and
it's still like a
cured.
shaggy pelt. It wouldn't like if they're malnourished, their pelt will start to lose hair. So,
That's
and
true.
also wouldn't be the brightest color. So,
You're in keep. I overheard earlier. You are married, are you not?
Yeah, you ask the woman that met you.
yeah, that was the innkeeper, right?
Yeah, the innkeeper's wife. Yeah, she comes up to you. Ah, yes.
May I ask, any luck with children yet?
Oh, we have Colin here.
oh,
As you see the little kid there kind of wave at you.
Tell me, are you looking to have more of them?
Well, if the 7 will give us one.
Well, then I have the solution to your wishes. Look at this. Do you see this? This is the pelt of a young warg. A dire wolf, if you will.
Oh, really now?
It has long been known in the north that they have powerful properties. They increase a woman's fertility. All one needs is to have one beneath the sheets.
I see.
Now, the winters in the north, you know they are long and hard, no? Many, many children starve or freeze. It is only due to the pelts, passed down the generations, that the Northlings can still survive. Not only do they increase fertility, they protect your home.
You know what? Give me the deception there.
selling dire wolf pelts.
It's a regular wolf spell.
She kinda is like, never heard of that, but
She's buying what you're selling.
It's
that
a well-known tech in the north.
that does seem something that might be possible. We don't have that much money, but does look quite fine. I would be
No,
willing to give 5 silver for that.
dear woman, you cannot find dire wolf pelts down in the south like this. Especially not ones of such fine quality. Especially not ones from young direwolves. Those are the most efficacious. This pelt is worth at least a gold dragon.
How much silver stacks are in a gold dragon?
Over
A lot.
100.
210.
She's like,
But for you, because you are the most beautiful woman I've ever met, and because you have been most kind to my friends and me, I will offer this for only 30 silver stacks.
highest we can go is 15.
Please feel the quality. Is it not beautiful?
I tell you what,
No.
we'll give you free drinks.
Dear woman, 20. I can go no lower.
I can't offer more than 15.
18. Free room on board.
You drive a hard bargain.
And it is a deal. And I wish you good.
It is a deal.
Don't forget. Direwolf pelt under the sheets. Good luck.
As you guys eat, you notice that the food here is quite good.
You really just get 18 silver off of a fucking pelt.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Remind me every day I wake up, the first thing you see me, just come up to me and tell me you are the greatest investment I've ever made.
That I can do, my friend. That I can do.
Here's 9 silver. Good God, man.
I told you, I can sell anything to anyone.
But yeah. Anything else that you eat and drink?
Just going to impress this young boy about adventure and talk to him about this wolf skull that I'm going to make into a helmet.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's like, let's see. You notice that he's about 12, and apparently that's the only interesting thing about him, as he's just listening into this story.
Excuse me, ma'am. Is there somewhere I could buy a war lance around here?
A what? A what?
A war lance!
She got a war lance? I guess you would have to go down into the city. There's that big tourney over there.
Oh man, I wanted to have one before we got there, but thanks anyway.
No problem.
Anyway, boy, when you grow up, just remember my name, look me up, you'll go. I think you got potential as a sellsword, so if you ever feel like it, just look me up.
Huh.
Starting the recruitment process early, yes.
So, you wanna interact with any of the other people? Maybe try to find out something?
I mean, I will talk to this man before I attempt to seduce the woman for no other reason than what the hell.
Pravasi guy, can you seduce that woman?
I mean, that's not a question.
Alright.
Please, I really need to get laid.
Have
Yeah.
another guy seduce a woman for you.
Alright, that woman there, she's like just offering you the food and drinks, and she's
Duncan is-
quite a
Duncan is just having a drink and eating some chicken.
she's a small mousy lass who seems to be cleaning the tavern and giving you the food and drinks. She's around, you would assume, 14 years old, and is quite chatty. And she's just, she's like, have you ever seen the South, mister?
I'd sure like to see your south.
God damn.
He's going full on to all this, isn't he?
This is why I need your help. I'm not good with words.
My friend, I'm gonna say this off. I'm gonna say
I'll
this.
tell you what, I'm very good with endurance.
Have you ever talked to a woman that was an assault wife?
No. No. Please.
That's doing so much.
I never had to woo him. I just had to take him.
I never wanted it, but I gave it to him anyway.
Hell, indeed.
I hear things are different here, so I'm just trying to get the Bravasi to treat me a little bit.
My friend, my Bravasi friend, I'm gonna give you a task that I honestly think may be impossible, even for your great abilities. How to
Are
talk
you
to a woman.
doubting the great Zambolini?
No, I'm not doubting you. I'm doubting him. I need you to teach this man how to talk to a woman.
Alright,
This,
well,
my friend, is impossible.
Listen, I'm not asking you to do miracles and get him laid today, but just teach him not to sexually harass them.
but,
I see.
yeah.
Friend, what you need to know is shut your mouth and do not open it.
Okay, got it. Just flex. Got it.
Keep doing this for the rest of the evening.
Boy,
Yeah.
boy, you see that man there, that knight that's that's flexing towards the maid? Like him, okay? You'll be fine.
Rolls with will courage. I read that as rolls with courage. He rolls on the ground with courage.
Yeah, well, yeah, very courageous of something.
I'm trying very hard to get her to talk to
he's
me, and I'm
very
very scared to
courageous.
do it, but I'm very courageous in doing it.
Well,
He's
she
very-
is quite
very courageous about
chatty
his
with
stamina.
you.
He's very courageous about his stamina.
What do I
Yes,
need to
yes.
roll to get her to be friends with me?
I guess that would be persuasion.
But I'm not trying to persuade
well,
her
he-
to be friends with me. I just want her to be friends with me.
While he flexes, I go over to her.
That'd be
Young
either
lady?
charm or seduce.
I
Charm.
don't have either of those.
Charm for friendliness, seduce for sexy time.
But I.
Hey!
Marcus,
Yeah, she.
while he flexes,
I go over to her. Young lady, my friend over there may not be terribly romantic or terribly sharp, but he is terribly strong and enduring.
Well, she is like, yeah, well. And she chats about something. Nonsense.
I won't give you a good talk, but the best night of your life.
I'm just over here eating chicken.
Hey, hey, Hal, I bet you a silver.
Well, we did see another group of mercenaries come by here.
Really now? Tell me about him.
Ah, yeah. I noticed that there was this one bloke who had an interesting sword with a stag on it. His name was Terence or something. He had taken the time to show me the hilt, and was apparently one of the men of the Stannis Baratheon before Robert claimed the throne, which explains why the stag didn't have a crown on it.
Interesting.
Then this, I believe the man's name was the Fox Knight, and he came in and shoot me away.
Who would ever shoot you away? You must have been blind.
The man called Terence told me they crowned the wrong Baratheon. Stannis now. There is a man. It was quite interesting. We all witnessed this Fox Knight fellow and his mercenaries.
Well, interesting. Interesting. you
Yeah.
happen to see which direction they went?
No, I did notice interesting sword on the man's hilt. It was interesting fox crest. You may give me a formidable knowledge, education, or status heraldry.
At least we know this woman spends a lot of time examining men's swords, so perhaps our knight friend has a chance.
I tried. We both failed.
I only had 2 dice, so I wasn't going to succeed.
Oh, you might have. You gotta get 2 6.
Unfortunately, none of you really have an idea what she's talking about.
We didn't have a scholar.
But she's just going back and forth with the service and handing out food every which way
Yeah.
of the customers of the bar. She's quite busy to take on your advances currently.
So I walk over to Lucas. Like, so that sword that you spoke about.
Yeah.
Sound familiar?
Yeah.
You might want to have that thing covered up very, very well. Wouldn't want any unwarranted accusations about
Yeah,
it.
it's in the cart. We'll deliver promptly to the proper authorities.
Is it covered up real
So-
well?
I mean, it's covered over top, but that's about all I can do.
Alright. Don't go flashing it around.
Yeah, I'm gonna go flash that sword around. Anyway, guy that I just realized I'm talking to about a sword that definitely isn't suspicious. Across me, that seems to be a warrior that's been wounded. How are you?
Oh, you come up, go up to this guy over here by the corner.
Yeah.
You're in the corner I normally sit in.
You go up to any there. You take a look at it, and you take one look, and you would describe him as he looks like a barrel, because he's just that fat.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he's barrel-chested, like he's a muscular man.
Sir Giles, is that you?
No, he's even like fatter than Sir Giles. It just
Man,
looks like a freaking wooden barrel.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Just visiting this tavern quite often. How are you?
Pretty good. I don't suppose you've heard of any interesting news or gossip.
Well, that was an interesting knight who visited this bar quite recently, recruiting some men. He was quite a humorless man. You know, the type who a person who wouldn't usually set their foot in a tap room. You know, the religious type.
Yeah, I get that. I'm kind of looking for a job myself. I don't suppose you know where I could find them.
I don't know. I don't even know why the man was hiring, other than it was for an easy job, apparently. I was interested, but I didn't really trust the fellow. He seemed kind of shifty.
I mean, for easy money, anytime they offer easy money, it's never really always a
Easy
catch.
or money.
Yeah. Interested. I don't suppose you know how I'd be able to contact or find him.
Well, I'll tell you what, buy me a drink. Or 2. Get me 2. It's only 4 coppers.
Sure, fine. I'll give you 2 drinks.
Let's see, drinks in the
Give me really good information. I'll get you another.
He's like, oh good. Well, like I said, they came in and the man's name was, I believe, the Fox Knight. And he came in here recruiting. And like I said, I was interested, but I didn't really trust the fellow. But I have no reason for it other than sour grapes over. He was quite sour against me. Probably because I rejected him. He travels around these woods quite often, you know. I seem to do recall that many of our customers that night that he visited did see him.
I don't suppose you can tell me anything, like, you know, where he went.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, that was a while ago when I was slightly drunk that night.
I mean, well, you know what? I'll buy you another 2 drinks for 4 or 8, and then if you see him again, let him know. Here's my contact information. You can find me at the tournament. And then yeah.
Yes, thank you. I was needing money. I was out of a job after this injury.
Yeah, I can tell you desperately need money. So here's 8 more copper. Yeah, if he or anyone else is in need of a good strong man, tell him to find the...
Alright, I should say, I'm Garth. They call me Garth the Barrel.
Garth the Barrel?
Yeah, Garth the Barrel. That's his name.
Well, I'm gonna go. Well, I'm gonna go and give this information, companions. Also, I'm letting them know that I'm now patenting all those in my band as Wolf, the Wolf Band, and I have 3 members official. So I'm just making these into the skull, 3 wolf skulls into.
I was actually expecting you to try and invite him to the group.
I mean, I don't think he'd be much useful in a fight. Or also, I don't think I can handle his food bill. So,
I mean, if you take a look at the picture, I think he's that dude.
Or the dude in the corner.
Yeah. So, any other interactions with other people? Or do you wanna go to sleep for tonight?
I think we can go to sleep for the night.
Alright.
Any luck
Anybody?
for me?
Any luck?
He's asking
Yeah, was I able to get her in bed?
Did he convince the redhead to share a bed with him?
You know what? Sure. She comes out during the night to you. No, you hear a knock at your door.
I'm gonna open up the
you
door.
owe me money.
Dog. Thought you were the redhead.
No, she's behind me.
Ah, okay. Hey, redhead, hello.
Yeah, she's like,
Come on in.
And
supposed
she
to
introduced
talk to you. I'm not good at
herself as Gianna Rivers, as she spends quite an interesting night with you.
It's very interesting.
breeding. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Rivers?
Yeah, Gianna Rivers.
She a bastard.
Yep.
That means she's a bastard from this country. What happens when a pike and a rivers have a kid, huh?
Alright.
Depends on where they have a kid.
You guys wake up in the morning and
Does she need to roll a toughness test?
no, I'm not gonna make that.
I mean,
She dies in-
presumably, even if she,
she dies
does
in
have
labor.
a child with you,
She dies in labor.
wouldn't happen.
As you wake up, you eat your breakfast. McMoleskin advises you to keep a steady pace, and you should be able to reach the end of the Great Stag by the evening. And that it's another day to King's Landing from there.
Oh, thank the seven are almost there.
Get so far. I wonder how many more bodies we're gonna find on our way there. Good God.
Oh, whoever this Fox Knight is, he's very good at it.
This is what happens when you just go around buying mercenaries. They're much more efficient than these knights. I mean, just look at them. I don't see any dead mercenaries around. I see plenty of dead knights.
Well, this guy supposedly fought during. Well, this guy fought during the rebellion. He's managed to survive this long without a pardon. I'd imagine he had to be really good at fighting.
Good at running away and or bribing people.
Oh yeah, one of the two.
Alright, and I think that might be a good place to end it.
Yeah, we got to another end.
We completed a goal of one of our characters